dark. Hello, everyone. Welcome to After Dark. I am here alone. Angels hasn't made it, so we're just going to go ahead and move forward and do something else. Let's go with purple today. Michelle's going to come on here with me in a few. Hopefully that works out. The link works and everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and read some Reddit posts. I got some am I the a-holes and am I overreacting posts to check out. And yeah, so hopefully Michelle gets here soon so that she can hear the posts. Let me pull up the chat. Everyone send out good energy to Angels that everything is okay, because a little strange I didn't hear from her. Also, I was supposed to do a live with Wrath yesterday, and I haven't heard from her either. So send out some good energy for her too. Hoping all is well out there. So I don't know how to know if someone's trying to come into the chat. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so hope you guys are having a good weekend or had a good weekend. My weekend was pretty good. I didn't really get much done. Things haven't really worked out for me the way I thought they were going to this weekend. So, but what can you do? We're rolling with the punches around here. So, anyhow, hi Roses. Hi Jason. Let's see. I didn't put these in order in any specific way. I don't have anything super dicey tonight. I don't have anything quite like the last set of them that I read, which were pretty crazy. So it's just going to be chill. So let me fix that. All right. So, Michelle, if you're out there and you can hear me, let me know how it's going over there. All right. So, this one's pretty short. So maybe I'll start with this one. It's, am I the asshole for being cruel for telling my daughter that she will need to help pay back the money that I spent on her wedding? Oh, that's going to be hard to read. And then click back and forth to see if she's there. I'm going to have to pull this up over here. Dang it. Because I'm going to want to be able to see her, to talk to her when she shows up. So let me go ahead and pull these up over here too. Just so that I have them on both screens. All right. Scoot that over and make that bigger. That's not what I want. Sorry, guys. I'm a little discombobulated. This wasn't really what I was planning to do today. And so, besides the fact that I'm slightly concerned, I'm just a little thrown off because I wasn't prepared. I mentally prepare myself for these things. And so, All right, Michelle's trying to go through her computer, so it's going to take her a second. So I'm just going to read this first one, and then we'll see how that goes. All right, then. This says, my daughter was supposed to get married in about 4 months. I learned earlier this week that the wedding is off, and it has been off for about a month now, and I just learned about it. In short, he learned that my daughter was cheating on him early into the relationship and called it off. I personally have been given I personally have given her money for the wedding under some conditions. It was not a gift. The main condition was to have a venue that was accessible for people with disabilities. So I put down the money for the venue. Anyways, the wedding is canceled and the venue doesn't give refunds. She has already told them she will not need the time slot and nothing will happen that day. I still need to pay the venue. They are not giving me any money back and are holding the price. I called her and told her that I need help to pay for the venue and that since the wedding didn't happen, I need her to pay me back some. We had a huge argument and she called me cruel for doing this. I pointed out the wedding would have happened if she didn't cheat on the man and that this wasn't a gift at all. She's pissed and I'm out like 10K. So that's from Worldly Throw Awe 4244. Seems like reasonable to me. I mean, maybe don't cheat. Why should your parent have to lose out on money for a wedding that you're not having because of something you did? Rosa says she probably relies on the guy she cheated on for finances too. But yes, she should pay the mom back. I agree. It sounds like they haven't even paid for it yet. But I don't know. She definitely should be held responsible, though. I mean, there's no reason her mom should have to suffer or her parent should have to suffer. I think it's crazy. I mean, a lot of parents don't even do parents still do that? I was going to say a lot of parents don't still do that, but what do I know? I didn't get married. And so I don't really know. I don't know that a lot of my friends, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know anyone who's paid for their kids' weddings. That's not to say it hasn't happened, but I do know kids that have paid for their own weddings though, for sure. Um hmm. This says she doesn't see an invite. Rosa says she didn't have to get a 10K venue from the start if it was going to be a problem. True. True. Rosa says the mom didn't need to put in the cheating dig to her daughter, but sometimes stuff like that happens between parents and kids. I think probably the reason that she included it was to prove why she wanted the money back, maybe because her daughter had done something to cause the breakup. I guess she could have just said she caused the breakup, but oh, the neighbors' kids are running around and screaming in the yard out there. Um, hmm. Sorry, I am getting messages and I'm checking those. But yeah, I guess she didn't need to put it in there. I guess if she thinks it's anonymous, then um I wish I knew how to go about adding someone. Oh, here we go. I'm getting it. I'm getting it slowly but surely. a guest. It says that I have already sent this to you, Michelle. You have already invited her. The last email you have is from 9:37. I've only that oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Um Maybe I remove the sorry guys or roses. I think you're the only one here. Let me remove the invite I had. Let me save this email though. Let me remove the invite that I had and send another one. All right, let's try this again. Now it's telling me to enter a valid email. What's invalid? There's nothing. Oh, good Lord. Sorry, I'm going to have to go to my actual email and send her the link. That's crazy town. Should have done this before I got started. But that's okay. I'll just edit all of this out. Okay. Compose. There's the link. Back over here. One of those people is me because I have my other channel, my music channel, up with the video on it. And I don't know if the third person is me too from this channel. Okay, I sent another one. I think she's listening, but I'm texting anyways, just in case. And let's see if that works. Okay, so it's me, you, and Roses. It's just the three of us. Just the three of us. What a weird day. I feel like maybe I should have just canceled. Maybe I should have just canceled. I don't know. Everything's so weird. I had to cancel the one yesterday, and I didn't want to cancel two. But I don't love doing it by myself. And I was really excited to hear the conclusion of the story. And now it's gonna have to wait. So let's see. What do you mean? Is it off an hour from the time change? You mean, I don't know. So let's see what some of the responses are. J Gal Knit says, I would consult some laws in your state and the contract that you signed. Most venues do not require payment in full after cancellation, but will not refund deposits. It's unlikely that you should have to finish paying the venue. Regardless of that, NTA. She cheated and caused the demise of the relationship, costing you a significant sum of money. I agree. Isn't that right? Like, usually you put down a deposit for these kinds of things. You put down a deposit, and then if you can't make it, then you lose your deposit, right? Like, isn't that the whole point of a deposit? Did she say she put down a deposit? She had to have put down. Oh, yeah. So I put down the money for the venue. Confused. Was the $10,000 the deposit? How expensive was this wedding? I mean, I don't know nothing about weddings. I never planned a wedding. Oh, there she is. It's working. Bringing you in.
Oh my God. It only took like 3,000 hours.
Rosa says, holy sheep shit if it was the deposit. I know, dude. That seems like a lot. Like, how much do we think the venue is going to cost if the deposit is $10,000?
Oh my God.
I mean, what do you imagine would be the percentage that they would ask for a deposit? Surely not half. And if it was half, that would mean $20,000. Is that a lot for a venue?
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
I think so. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the list we had on another.
It doesn't sound like they have a ton of money, or else the mom wouldn't be stressing about $10,000 if it was like, I mean, I would do my whole wedding for that much. I feel like. Did you have a wedding, Michelle? Nope. So you don't.
So we wanted to go to Aruba and do like a destination thing. And then that was a problem because his parents were mad. My dad was mad. Nobody can get passports and blah, 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 blah. Now that I'm learning, I'm sorry, it's not about you, but whatever. So we decided to do it in Florida at his parents' house because they actually had like a nice place, although it was a little awkward. The problem is, like, my grandmother, my Bapshi, I couldn't get married in the States and not have her there. And I couldn't, yeah, I just, like, I couldn't get married in the States without her there. And I'm not about to drive from, like, Maryland up to Jersey to drive her down to Florida and back and forth. And it just caused a lot of problems. So we wound up going to the courthouse in Jersey where my Bapshi was. They actually, red flag number 145. They did not have our appointment for marrying us, but they did it. I had to basically like kidnap my Bapshi. So it was my dad, my stepmother, his mother, his father, and then I had to kidnap my Bapshi. But yeah, it almost didn't happen. Honestly, like, it was the best thing ever. Because here's the thing, like, if you get married, you're paying for a wedding, you're paying for a dress, you're paying for all these things. Like, we didn't pay for shit. My dress came out of my closet. We paid the city hall for our stuff, and then dinner was covered by family, and then we got a little bit of money. And I wouldn't do it any different. It's not worth it.
I wasn't one of those kids. I don't know, maybe you were, but I wasn't one of those kids who like ever dreamt of a wedding. I never planned how I would get married. I never thought about colors, none of those things. I didn't really like to play house very much. I didn't have a lot of baby dolls. I had a Cabbage Patch Kid because they were all the rage. But I didn't really carry her around like a baby too much. I just wasn't my thing.
No, I agree. I feel like that was the same for me. And there's very few things that I remember from my childhood prior to 12. But one of the things I do remember is being in my hallway. And I don't know if I had a baby doll or if I was imagining it, but I just wanted to throw it up to the ceiling and let it drop. And that sounds so bad because I am like, I don't want to harm anybody, but I think this speaks to my background and family stuff.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I've never been like hell bent on having kids either. Like I feel like I should because it's the right thing to do culturally, but yeah, yeah, I've never been that way. And I feel bad even saying that like I want to take it like a thing and throw it up in the ceiling because I was like this big, but it's again, I think that speaks to your life.
Yeah,
Would I
I mean,
like I well, would I harm a fly? Yeah, because flies are gross. But do I ever want to hurt like a person, like legitimately that I like? No.
yeah, I just was never a big kids and marriage person. I mean, I had the one boyfriend when I was 17 to 20 who was my narcissist. And I guess in some ways, I maybe imagined getting married to him. Maybe I
Hmm.
imagined having kids. It's hard to remember past the um abuse of his narcissism, but
Hmm.
yeah, I just never I do remember I was a church girl and I had sex for the first time at like 17 and he was my first, and then oh, there's Angels. She says,
No,
"Oh
hi.
my god." Well, at least we know she's okay. She must have
Did she fall
forgotten.
asleep? Did she take a
Maybe
nap or
I don't know. To be continued. Um
does she want to come in? We could do it all together.
Yeah, she might have to because I mean, I don't know how to change the title until after the fact, so I guess we'll
Well,
find out. But anyways, I don't
Three's
know
Company.
what was I saying?
You were talking about something.
Oh, yeah. So I hadn't quite gotten on birth control yet, and
Hmm.
so I like had a meltdown on him because I was like, I will not be the pregnant girl at church. I will not be the pregnant girl at church. We all know the pregnant girl at church, and everybody was looking at her like, oh, she's a sinner. She is a
Oh my
sinner.
god.
Um uh Hang on. You
I'm
can
seeing
talk.
something.
Do
Christina's saying, Michelle, you need one too. What do I need?
Oh, special emoji because Christina did a rose for roses and purple hearts for me because I do the purple hearts, and then
I
she
have
doesn't have
like
one
you
for
could do
you.
a shell. Like I have a shell. Anyway, hi Christina. Hi Roses. Hi Jason.
Um, she was outside doing yard work and failed to set an alarm.
Wait, but she's your time. She's West Coast your time, right?
Yeah. Um,
No? Okay, so seven. I could
I
justify
asked her if she wants
that.
me to send her a link. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know how far she is. She might be able to just drive on over here. But
Yeah, have her
um
pop on. I think it'll be fun. We could all have a party
so
together.
to answer Rose's question here, yes. The guy I lost my virginity to was a narcissist and a pathological liar. And he did a serious number on me and
Mm.
my emotional person and my brain.
What happened? You want to share? Can I
Oh,
ask?
there's so many things. It would have to be a whole, like, I could tell like a story and it would take me forever because of the way that I tell stories. because I want you to be there with me. So I'm very detailed about things. But
But do you need a Google Doc?
yeah, I think it was you that I was talking to. We were talking about narcissists, and I was saying
Mhm.
that I think we were talking about It Ends With Us a little bit, or maybe it was you, had to have been. And I was saying
Yeah.
that I can understand the reason it makes me mad is because I can understand the crazy, because it pushes you outside of who you are and you become someone else to a certain degree. And that I did
You
some
look
super
batshit
crazy shit.
crazy.
Yeah, I did some crazy shit when I was with him.
Mhm.
And my friend came into the chat and said crazy, like getting drug out of an or escorted out of an airport, I believe is how she put it. It was more like drug out of the airport kicking and screaming, because I didn't want to go. And but that's a long story,
Mhm.
so.
Well, the last 2 guys I dated, that's when I actually learned about narcissism, covert versus overt, and let's just say I haven't had anybody bring out the worst in me in a very long time. And it's like, I don't even want to say the worst in me because it's zhuzh.
Is that
Um,
you dinging?
yeah, and I don't know how to shut it off because I'm on my computer. But
Oh. It was a very loud ding. See,
it
you're
is a
you're
big thing.
assaulting the chat with your dings.
But I
Suck it up,
just
guys.
yeah, sorry guys. I just let's just say the last time I had somebody make me behave the way that did was when I was with my mother. And I literally just flipped my shit. And I just
Oh, that's not gonna fly, girl.
you know what? I'm gonna change my settings. But anyway, I'm just gonna say, let's just say narcissism, when you're around that type of person, brings
Yes.
out the worst of you, even though you're not that bad.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
that's for
put this
sure.
on. I gotta figure out my settings on my computer. I apologize, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm sorry.
Roses is laughing at me. She says the way Kynny was moving her eyes looking for the ding. I know. I'm like, what? Where is that coming? Is that my phone? Is it my
I'm just
computer?
getting a message right now. Zhuzh.
Ah. It's really funny because you guys, I know I've mentioned this before, how I have to watch myself all the time because I'm editing or trying to make a short or whatever. And my friend's daughter, and I don't know if I've already told this story, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. That's eventually going to start to happen. But I would be talking to her and she'd go like this and open her eyes really big. And I'm like, why are you doing that? She's all, you're doing it. I am. And she's like, yeah. She's all, you do it all the time. And I realized I do. I do. My eyes are either like this or like this. um, let's see. Rosa says, well, Michelle didn't skip a beat, like she didn't even hear the ding.
No, I heard the ding. I'm annoyed by the
She's
ding.
a professional.
It made me. I literally on my iPad. I was like, I sent both of my friends because we're on a group message and the other one is not. I was like, "Shush, I need a silence for a few." Of all the times for us to have responses, like now.
I'm
Yeah,
all, oh,
no.
nobody wants to respond as soon as I go live. Here's angels. But Gassi just came to join me. My
I think it should
annoying
be fine now.
my annoying producer cat. Michelle is convinced that I need to give all of the cats jobs. But
Yes, you do. He's gonna be the producer, assistant producer.
this
You know what I
one
mean?
is
Like,
just he's
they need
like
to
one
have
of the
jobs or
producers.
just like, something.
He's like one of the producers on a reality show that stirs up drama. That's what he is.
Assistant producer 1, assistant producer 2. We could call it like what do we want to say? We could call it like a Blake producer, like wants to take over, but
Guess
you
he
know.
definitely wants authority over everything in the house. He does.
You
Oscar
know.
is more of a Justin. He's more of a co-host. He's
Yes.
the sweet guy who just wants to love.
Have him be the co-host, co-producer, like he's just overseeing things. Like I think that would be adorable.
Did
Will
you
not
have
be
to
like,
install an app?
for what?
That's interesting. To get on here with me, did you have to install an app?
No, because I'm actually on my computer now and I just had to go in and follow the links.
Did you
But on
have
my
to
iPad, like I'm following the it's on silent and I'm looking at the chat off to my left.
Sorry, guys.
than
Angel
looking
has she has derailed the entire show. And I think that when she gets here, we need to give her a hard time.
Is she gonna come on?
She is. I'm trying to get her a link. She's trying to install an app though. That's why I was asking. I don't think you need an app.
No, because I didn't have anything on my computer and I just clicked in my email the link you sent me and I got on right away.
I think she's on her phone. I didn't send her an email. I sent her a copy of the link into the group chat, but I don't know if that's different. So I'm getting her email just in case.
Send her an email.
Christina, you're so funny. She says,
give them the jobs. Then write off the cost of having them as employees. Hell yeah.
A producer. Stupid.
I love it.
Can you roll your R's?
Producers.
Can you can't roll your R's, can you?
Assistant director 1, 2, but we can have different producers. Why not?
It's producer.
Producers. Meow. Meow.
All right. Meow, meow. Yes, Christina. Gosh darn it, angels. I'm sorry. I'm glad she's coming on though, because I was dying to know the conclusion of the story and was quite disappointed to not get to conclude it. So hopefully she gets here.
This was from the cruise stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you go on a cruise with your ex? Yes. And so now we have the results of the cruise and how it went down. So that should be interesting.
We definitely need that.
Christina, you are a dad joke. Was that mean? That wasn't meant to be mean. That was wait. I don't think that was mean, was it?
No.
What? I guess she's installing an app. I don't know. I'm going to do this. And then I can take a screenshot of that of my face.
Do you want me to take it? I can do it on my iPad for you.
No, I just needed to get it. I was trying to make a thumbnail and I was looking at, looking through images of the videos, trying to find myself making some crazy face because they seem to get the most attention.
Oh my God, I have an alarm going off on my iPad and I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh my gosh, my guests are trouble.
I am so sorry. I am too. I'm problematic. Yes, I know. I have videos only pause from corgis. I have videos of
what is happening?
Pooping on the What was that? The lion? Oh my God. I'm just going to shut it for a minute.
Well, it's a good thing it's just us here. Just us girls hanging out being stupid because what the heck? And I keep trying to use the wrong remote. I keep trying to use the remote for my laptop for my desktop, which is where the stuff is. And I'm like, why isn't it scrolling? It will not scroll.
Here we go.
Wrong.
My bad. That wasn't my
Man,
iPad.
what
it
a
was my
mess.
phone.
What a mess.
What an idiot.
If Angels hadn't been doing her yard work, none of this would be happening right now.
I mean, if she
All
wants to
her
come do
fault.
some of my yard work, I'd be happy to have her. I got like some vines and things I need to dig up, and
I just got a new lawnmower. I have to put it together still, and you guys won't know this, but Christina will understand because she'll remember from last year. But so last year, I got myself a new electric lawnmower with batteries, and I was so excited. And I read the reviews, and the reviews were all good, but there was one review that said,
it sucks.
If you can afford the bigger one, get it. And I ignored that review and thought, it's okay. I just have a little yard. You guys, when I fucking tell you this fucking thing showed up, it looks like a vacuum cleaner for the house. That's how small it is. It is 13 whole inches around. It's like not even as big as a fucking pizza. Okay?
It's a vacuum or steam cleaner for the house.
It's like a yard vacuum. It's so tiny. And if you can fathom how little the bag is that goes on it too. Okay. So not only is it like making this little tiny row, it fills up the bag in like 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
So it literally took me, with my gas mower, it would take me maybe a half an hour to do the whole yard back here and the little one out here. 2 hours. 2 hours it took me to mow and dump every 5 seconds the grass. It literally was meant for a child, Christina. And I think I might have to give it to I was thinking I might give it to my friend for a kid, but then I thought, no, it'll fit in the little spots. Like it'll go around like the stepping stones and shit. It'll fit between them. But so, Christina, I hope you remember, but like last year, okay, so let me just preface this with, I already hate to mow the lawn. I don't like doing outside chores. I don't like doing yard work. I don't like it. I had a little bit of fun with the bush trimmer because it's like, you know what I mean? But no.
When you're done, I have a thought. It's not very appropriate, so I'm gonna wait.
No, please laugh at me. Always laugh at me, Roses. But so I would get on our group chat and be like crying, literally crying, because I didn't want to mow the lawn. And I would be so upset. Everybody would be like, it's okay, Kynny. I'm like, I know it's stupid. and Laura, lovely, beautiful, sweetheart Laura. I think it might have been Christina, but I think it was Laura who was like, it's okay, Kynny. You just have to do a job and you don't have the right tools. And that can be really frustrating.
Nope.
I was like, thanks, Laura.
Nope.
Appreciate the positive spin you can put on me being a total wine ass. So now I got a bigger one. It's 17 inches. That's what she said. Oh no, nobody's saying that. Anybody saying that is insane. So what's your comment? What's your comment, Michelle?
And it's very incredibly sexist, and I have no shame in saying it and owning it. I will never mow a lawn. It's a man's job, and I pay for it and it's cheap, and sorry, not doing it. I've never mowed a lawn. I don't know how to use a lawnmower. I've never owned one. Somebody else has got to do it for me. Like, if there's one thing I will honestly never, ever, ever do, it's that. I would rather learn how to put shingles on my roof or my house or whatever, which honestly I'm still not going to do. I'd rather do that than mow a lawn.
That's insanity to me. That seems crazy.
I know.
I have a funny story about getting up on my roof one time.
Oh, and I'm scared of heights too, mind you.
Christina says, Kynny will mow in flip-flops and it freaks me out. Did I mow in flip-flops? Did I take a picture? How do you know I mowed in flip-flops? Did I tell you that? I don't remember. She says, yeah, that would be Laura. She is more reasonable. I just laugh with you. I wasn't laughing, Christina. I was crying. Literal tears.
Yeah, I call them my hired husbands. Their last name is Hire, but HYRE, and it's a family-run business. I call them for everything. They're my contractors. I need anything. I love them. They do a great job. They don't take you to the cleaners. Literally, whatever I need, I call them for. And if it's something small, I literally have like my honey-do list for them, which I'm working on for the next time. And I love them to pieces, and they've been my sanity.
Summer is not my most is lucrative the right word time of the year. I don't usually have a lot of extra money for paying someone to mow my lawn, and then I'm like, you lazy bitch, get your fucking ass out there and just get it done. And I'm always so happy when I do it, and it's gonna be way better this year. I probably won't cry, but like when I was a teenager, my mom and I would argue over me needing to mow the lawn, and I would let it go like 3 weeks, and then it would be so tall that by the time I did it, it would take me like 3 hours, and it was total nightmare. It's like, of course you like hate mowing the lawn. You let it get so tall that it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So, and that's never gotten better. So,
but see, I can let mine go 2 to 3 weeks because I have like 15 different types of grasses between my front yard and my backyard. So I have like patches of tall grass here, short grass here. In my backyard, I have more patches of like grasses that grow tall. But it's like I have a fenced in yard as well. And I'm like, number one, it helps the bees if things grow, because then I get the little like weed flower things. And I'm like, whatever. But yeah, I would rather have them do it than me, and it works. And honestly, like part of this stemmed from like years ago when I was traveling, and almost every weekend it didn't work, and now I'm at the point where but I also never grew up being exposed to taking care of a yard and doing yard work and doing certain things. Thanks, Dad.
I let the dandelions grow. We're not quite yet to flower season here yet, so I need to get it done one time before the dandelions grow. But generally, I will mow around them and leave patches of them for the bees. Because, if you guys don't know, dandelions are early spring food for the bees. So
it's very good for them. And I don't get dandelions, but I get those little like white flower things, whatever they are. But it's just like they're still weeds, but I'm like, you know what?
Daisies?
Good. Are they what?
Oh my gosh. She is still downloading.
Damn it.
It's going to be a late night, guys.
You're making my technology knowledge look like I'm a genius, and I'm not. No, but the little the little white.
I mean, we're talking about mowing the lawn, okay? This is how exciting we fucking are. We're talking about yard work.
Like, it's
But
How
it is
many
pretty
people talk about
ridiculous to cry because you don't want to do it. But that's how much I hate it.
Yeah,
So,
no, I hate it too.
so I guess we're gonna probably abandon these "Am I the asshole" posts, but I still think
Wait,
that.
why? Why can't I abandon them?
Oh,
Is it not worth
oh,
it?
excuse me. Sorry.
Oh wait, Rose has got to go grab a drink.
Where's your bowl of chicken? You ate it all?
Wait, why did Christina say Pixar didn't happen? Like, damn.
Oh, my mic was muted and I was talking and no one could hear me. Hi, Angels. Angels is here. She has
Hi, Angel.
arrived.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I'm here.
You're in big trouble.
I know.
You're in big trouble, dude. Like, the whole night has been a total shit show. And it's all your fault. And everyone's waiting to yell at you.
Apologies, friends. Apologies.
Work, gardening.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's why we were talking about yard work. That's your fault too. Why are we talking about yard work? How boring. Did you get a lot done?
Yes, I did. I made tremendous progress and huge piles. Huge piles. Yeah.
All
Of
right.
what
Then.
though? Like what yard work? Leaves, grass, vines, trash.
There's a bunch of pine trees, like huge trees. So it's like pine needles and ivy and raking and pulling and yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Well,
using my body. Yep. Yep.
this is my first time having two guests. So
Can you handle
Cheers
a threesome, Kynny?
yeah, cheers to my first threesome. All girls, of course. It's a lesbian threesome. So, yeah, we were just kind of waiting for you to get here so we could start the real show.
Yes, I am here.
Yeah,
And,
all the cruise shit.
did you
Maybe
guys
we're
have any
talking about, like,
specific?
lawn shit because of you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you guys have any specific questions, or you want me to just like start out with the regrets of the trip?
Oh shit. That's coming out the gates
Good
hot.
with it, but I'll defer to Kynny.
I
honestly.
feel like we should start slowly a little. So well, I guess I don't know where to start because I didn't really get to download with you at all about this beforehand. So I know nothing at this point about anything. But so the traveling, how is the traveling to get there?
Yeah, it was okay. I think everything was fine. He arrived on time, was able to.
There's some concern about something in Florida going on that was maybe going to cause some havoc. Maybe I read that somewhere. Somebody else said something.
Or actually, can I interrupt for 1 second, Angels? Can you just give a little bit of background? Because I know I saw the last one, but just as a refresher.
Yeah, and I'm trying
For
to
me or any of those who are watching that don't remember or haven't seen it.
So this was a case of, do you go on a cruise with your ex? And the ex involved happens to be a little cuckoo. The couple broke up with each other, but the girl that invited said person onto the cruise, she's the one that's kind of cuckoo, and the person that was invited was the one that did the breaking up.
And she had technically booked the cruise for her new person she was dating, and that person couldn't go. So last minute, she invited this fella to go with her.
as far as we know, unless it was a ruse from the beginning to get the fella to go, because
True.
she did book his bucket list kind of trip that they had discussed while they were kind of dating. They had discussed going on this trip. They had even like kind of booked the same trip, but like COVID happened and they didn't go. So this was discussed with, like, she knew he really wanted to go on this trip. So she books it with a new person, oh, suddenly can't go. So then she's like, hey, why don't you go? Why don't you go? Live your life, live.
So, it wasn't roses. It wasn't a Reddit post that we were reading. It was a real life situation from someone that Angels knows. And so that's why she's talking about it. She's kind of she's a third party, a non-party. How would they call
It's
that in the
better
case?
than Reddit.
To the situation, but she's got the deets.
Yes. So I was worried that he might have a delay in the flights because he went so last minute. If he had any delays, there was no way he was going to make this trip. But everything, happened great. He landed. They went out to breakfast and had a discussion about boundaries.
Oh, good. Setting
Yeah.
boundaries. We all know that's a good idea.
We suggested that, actually. Yeah.
And
we
did
were
he?
like,
Okay, cool.
he did not see our full last episode about this. He came in really late. He didn't see the first hour until after the trip. And he was like, wow, you guys really predicted like almost everything that happened. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Funny.
surprised.
Yeah, we were like, she's gonna get up on that.
I love this. I love that he didn't see it till later.
I know, right?
Oh.
So yeah, he did have a discussion with her and said, hey, I'm just here to make sure you get home safe. I'm selfishly came because I wanted to go on this trip, but it doesn't mean I want to be in a relationship with you. I'm not trying to start anything with you again. So he said that in the beginning at breakfast. And he said for the most beginning part of the trip, everybody was really well behaved and kosher. They just got along, drank a little bit here and there. And then towards the end of the trip, the moves were made. So,
shocking.
Yeah, I know, right? He was like, she grabbed my no. But according to him, he said, hey, no, none of that. But and there was, some implosions at the end. They had a couple of tiffs. Yeah, he said he regretted it as soon as he got on the plane. He was like, oh man, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. But he went, made the best of it. But then was just like, in hindsight, like, why would I want to go on a trip with somebody I don't really like? And we kind of said that. But then he was like, but I needed to make sure she got home safe because she does have kids. And like, we mentioned that. We were like, well, maybe she doesn't have street smarts, and his protective, part of him is like, hey, I need to make sure this girl gets home safe from Miami because she's just a small town girl, So anyway, if you guys have any questions, I will feel free to ask.
So also I sent you a text. I don't know if you can see it, but did they spend their time together most of the time, like doing things together, or was there separate time? Like,
he said he basically babysat. They did everything together. They did a couple of excursions when they went to Jamaica. They hiked some falls. They did kayaking at the Caymans. So he paid for one excursion, she paid for one excursion, and they, for the most part, kind of split the costs of everything. But yeah, he said there wasn't any alone time. No, it was like glued to the hip. Yeah.
was that preferential?
Probably not on his part, but but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds really fun. Like,
You
I want
know,
to go kayaking in the what? In the somewheres.
in the Cayman Islands, I guess. Isn't
Sounds
that where
it
like all the
sounds
criminals send their money? The Cayman Islands.
it does sound like something out of a
Do
movie.
they really?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the bank in the Cayman Islands and all the robber movies, right?
yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of the kayaking part, taking the money, but no, the bank. I'm an idiot. Sorry. That was my.
She's picturing Pirates of the Caribbean where they're loading
Sorry.
actual gold into a boat.
Blonde Polish part kicking in. Apologies.
To answer your question, Roses, no.
As far as name?
No, it's not. It's not Roses.
Yeah, but you're saying that's not his name, is what she asked.
No.
So the roommate was I'm sorry, not the roommate. Let me backtrack a little bit. The person that flew out to the cruise was in the chat towards the latter part of last episode, like I said, but he did miss the beginning. So he's not in the chat right now, I don't think, but he's aware that I'm talking about him and that this is going on. There's definitely no secrets. It's completely open dialogue. But the girl that asked him to go on the cruise, the ex, she was sent a link to the podcast. And yeah, deeper. It goes deep. It gets real deep. It gets real deep.
My podcast?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am.
She gonna say this one too. Hey, girl, did you have a good time?
Right? Hello. Yeah. Hey, glad you enjoyed your trip. Glad you tried to get on it. Yeah.
That is interesting. And then she still did what we said.
Well, no. She got the link after the cruise.
Right?
And saw that we predicted everything she did.
Oh, girl. Well, if you see this one, I'm really sorry. I mean, no offense. I just know how these things go. I'm 50.
Can you look at Rose's comment? It's not the last one, but maybe 2 or 3 above, depending on what you see. About someone in the chat earlier.
Yeah, yes. We did have someone in the chat earlier that I didn't recognize.
So it's not the same one?
Wasn't sure. That shouldn't be him, but I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So can we do we know how she got this link? Who sent the link? Was it him? I'm so confused. Okay.
It is confusing. It does get confusing. She was not sent the link by me. Okay, not by me. I had no intention of her hearing any of this. So then
crazy.
When my friend was like, "Oh my God, she just sent me the link and said she got the link to the pod," and I was like, "Oh my God!" And so then we re-listened to it together, and we were like, "Oh my God!" He's like, everything you guys said actually really happened. He's like, this is so weird because you guys recorded this before the trip even took place and you're completely predicting all of her moves and everything she's going to do. And he's just like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Girl, I said before, I think I'm psychic.
Yeah. No, you called it.
No, I think it's just knowing how females are. You know, it's just how girls are. It's how you are when you have an ex. It's how I've seen relationships go down with my friends. It's just a culmination of experience over the years of seeing so many different scenarios between myself and my girlfriends, of which I have quite a few. So there's a lot to draw from as far as, predicting how this might go.
Yeah, and once again, like you and I are close to the same age, and these people that we're talking about, one of them is about 10 years younger than us, maybe 12, you know. So, and the other one is about our age. So it's the girl, she's the younger one. And it's kind of like, okay, well, you can give her some grace for being a little bit younger, but at that age, even you should be mature enough to realize, you know, come on. Like this is we see clearly the manipulation. Come on this trip last minute. It's your dream trip, you know. Very clear. Well, that the intentions had some underlying premise to get back together with him. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
so-
anytime a guy shows up in my chat for our lives, if it's not Gelth, I'm going to be all, who are you and what are you doing here? You can't be here. Oh, like,
Gelth, or
I
actually, you know
know.
who else? Ricardo Holt.
it's got to be someone I know. If I know you, you can stay.
No, he's another cat. He's a safe one, like Gelth. No, but basically, like what you're saying is like it's at least in like healthcare, what we call is like pattern recognition. Like you see certain things and you recognize it and you know how to respond to it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I think, you know, we both kind of called, like, we were joking about it, you know, but we were like, there's a safety aspect to him going, but there's also, you know, this part where he's getting manipulated into going, you know, and it's like this covert manipulation, and I'm not afraid to say it, you know. And so,
Yeah.
and he kind of realized as soon, like I said, as soon as he got on the plane, he was just like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I let her talk me into this, and I don't even really like, man, I'd rather spend time and energy on another trip with somebody else that I actually enjoy them, you know. But he said he learned he had to go to learn his lesson and realize this is the last trip they're ever going to go on.
Yeah.
And he made sure to
Yeah.
tell her that when they were saying goodbye. This is the last trip I'm ever going on with you. Do not try to get me to go on another trip. Apparently this is her thing, is like planning these trips and having them go on.
Oh.
This has happened throughout, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's her pattern. It's her pattern.
So he knew that already before he went on the trip.
Yeah. He's like, she's done this before, kind of pressured me to go on a trip. And I'm like, man, to have the funds to pressure men to go on a trip with me. I mean, you know, hey, all expense paid. Come with me. Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah.
so many things I could say to that. So many
Right.
things. I feel like I have to be a little more candid now.
I know. Like she could be listening right now. We don't know. But that's okay.
Yes, we love Ricardo. We love Ricardo on this channel. He said he was day drinking today. Ricardo was. Roses has a question. Did he hit it? I don't believe he did. I think he.
No,
No.
That's, well, according to him, you know, she tried a couple times and he said, no, I do not feel that way for you anymore. I'm just here to make sure you get home safe. So
Wait, he
Well,
said
that's
no?
he said no. Yeah.
He said no.
Yeah.
What
I
guy
mean,
says no?
well, if you have a stage 5 clinger, sometimes you have to say no.
Yeah, but the guy saying no to the girl, or
Yes.
who's saying no to who?
I mean,
Exactly.
it's possible. It's possible. I
She's
mean,
saying,
guys
"I
do
want
say
to,"
no
and he's saying
sometimes.
no? What guy
Guys
says
say
no?
no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely.
It happens, but it is rare, you know.
It is rare.
But this guy's a good guy, and that's why I think she really wanted to cling on to him and like have some sort of pull with him and keep it going and whatever when it's over. And so, you know, she knows he's a gentleman, and she wanted to take advantage of that. And that's, I feel sorry for her. I really do. But
Yeah.
but you know, women do their thing. Women can be wacky and men can be wacky too. And so I just think the whole entire situation is just like, what? Who needs a soap opera when this is actually happening to people I know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Roses. When I put the comment up on the screen, it completely covers over Michelle's face. Like you're not even there.
I'm dying with that comment. What did you say about over my face?
When I put the comment up on the screen, it completely covers you.
Oh, and I didn't see that I covered you completely on my screen, but I was just laughing at her comment.
I wonder what it looks like. Oh, it probably covers me on the screen with everyone else. Interesting. Interesting. How do you decide where people go on the screen, I wonder? Well, I mean, it's not quite as juicy as I was hoping, honestly, but it is interesting to know that mostly we got it right. I just think that I mean, it was clear she already was still maybe interested, and so it just I mean, what else was going to happen? There was just no other way it was going to shake down, in my opinion, in the end, get the drinks going, and sometimes people are less likely to say no, and drinking and having a good time, and like vibes, and like Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica me crazy. Nobody had sex on the beach and nobody got crabs. So it was a success.
That's good. And it sounds like for most of the trip, it wasn't so bad, right? They didn't have any real issues till towards later and towards the end of the trip.
Yeah, because I think, she's realizing, oh my gosh, these are the last nights I'm going to be with him. I better try something, or I don't know what she's thinking. I can't climb inside her head. But yeah, for the first part, I think she played it really cool because he put down the boundaries or whatever. But but then towards the end, if you want a man, you're going to try to get up on that. You know what I mean?
I mean, 7 days?
Well, okay, I messed up. I know I said 7 days, but I think they were gone 7 days, but the cruise was a 5-dayer, like a
Okay.
5-night, 5-day. So yeah. Yeah.
But
But the
maybe like a
travel
travel
before.
day on each end. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
So
you
I have
know,
a question for both you ladies, if that's okay. Have either of you done something crazy as far as travel? Not even with an ex-boyfriend, but maybe someone like early dating, etc. Like you go on, I don't know, a trip out of the country, a vacation in the States, or whatever. Like literally short notice, barely know them, like maybe a couple weeks, less than 2 months.
have I gone on a
no.
trip with someone?
Yeah.
Well, I went to Reno one time to meet a guy and spent the weekend there.
That's what? Okay, spill the beans. Okay, so you didn't know him. He was in Reno. You're here. And you're like, I'm going to fly to Reno and meet this guy.
I didn't fly, but yeah.
Okay, well, you got to Reno,
Yeah.
but
I got to
spill the beans.
Reno to meet this guy. Yep. And I met him online, and he had, all these pictures with this big smile, and he had pictures of him with his kids, and he just came across really like kind of happy. And when I met him, he was very stern. And it was really scary for me because I'm actually very, very shy. I'm super shy with men.
What?
But yeah, I'm actually very shy, even with just people in general. I'm getting better as I've gotten older, but I've been accused of being stuck up when I was younger because I only talk to my friends because I'm shy. But I'm very boisterous around people that I know. So it's very different when you put me in a room of people I know versus a room of people I don't.
You don't.
But
Okay.
I'm not really a people person like that. But so, I was thinking, he's really, he's going to be really easy to be around because he seems so happy, but he was not. He was very stern. He didn't joke a lot. He didn't laugh a lot. And it was pretty awkward for the first little while, but it got better. I mean, I
How
didn't
long
feel,
in did it get better?
I don't really remember.
Like that day, the next day, like 3 days, a week, like
Well, it
when you
wasn't
left?
that long. I was only down there just for the weekend. I mean,
Okay, so like within a day, it probably.
yeah, within a day it probably got better. I mean, we hung out, we went to the movies, and that was the first time I realized that I was motion sick from the new way they did movies. It was back when movies first started to be that like swirl around kind of thing with the camera instead of the old way movies used to be. And I got really sick. So that was really fun. We had to leave the movie and go back to the hotel where I was miserable for hours on end. But yeah, Christina says, I can't be with people who can't joke around and laugh. Yeah. Yeah. And it's really hard when you're shy too, because I'm not the kind of person who's really good with small talk. I'm
Mhm.
not really good with like, so, like asking people questions to break the ice or to get to know them. So if they're not talking, neither am I. So that's my story. Angels, you said no, you never have.
You've never done anything like that, Angels?
And I was saying no. I have not. I do
Really?
not. I feel like you gotta kind of, I don't know, in your 20s, you kind of do stuff like that. I feel like I even went to Reno after knowing someone for just a little bit, and we eloped. I eloped in Reno. It wasn't just a trip. It was like we got married, And so, of course, we got it annulled a couple months later because we figured out it was the same year Britney Spears went and eloped, And I was just like, what? I know I'm a small town girl. What is her problem? What's her excuse? Goodness. But yeah, small town girls, sometimes we just go elope for fun. But yeah, after that, I was very, very careful about getting to know people before I went on trips and went and eloped. I didn't ever do that again. I'm scarred from it. So that's my story.
I've gone out of town multiple times to meet guys I've never met before. Multiple times, actually. It wasn't like we went on a trip together, though. It was just me going to where they were to meet them. And that guy ended up being a total shitbird, by the way. He fucking, I'm pretty sure that he was living with some girl there at the time. And
Dang.
after I got back home, we were talking and he was like, I don't remember how it went down exactly, but basically we got to the point where he was going to come visit me and stay with me. So this is crazy. So I go back down there to pick him up. And when I pull up to the place that he's at, he starts bringing out like multiple bags of things. And I'm thinking, and he asked me to bring a bag with me for some of his stuff, like a duffel bag for his clothes. Should have been a sign right there. But anyways, I did it and I brought the fucking bag, and this man proceeds to pack, seemingly in retrospect, all of his shit that he had at this chick's house. And he was like moving, like I was late getting there, and maybe I feel like maybe he was like under the gun, like maybe she was coming home and he needed to get out because he was like, let's go. And yeah, I'm just distracted by the chat.
Some kind of fake account.
Yeah, it's definitely a fake picture of somebody. So I have already removed them from being able to interact with the channel, but that doesn't mean they can't watch it. They just can't interact with us anymore.
That's what we gotta say. Vafangul.
I hate that these people are locked into my fucking account. By the way, you guys, this is my channel. So if you guys are coming here to try to get to someone else, that's not going to work out for you because this is my channel. Just so you know. Anyways, yes, Christina, I fucking helped that motherfucker make his escape. I did. And I kind of was picking that up as we were driving, you know, as it was happening. And then we drove back and it was like a super long day. It was like a 12-hour day for me. I drove like 12 hours that day, basically. And then he got to my house and it was kind of weird. It was better. Like he wasn't so rigid. He got a lot more fun, but my mom was living with me at the time, which is a whole nother element of drama. And he ended up like staying here for longer than like a weekend or whatever. Sorry. And
Were you looking at the chat?
no, I got a text.
Oh.
It's too much going on. I can't find it, Christina. I'll have to, I don't know. Oh. Girl. Angels, you are the worst. I don't know how to do anything about that.
What am I missing? Because I'm looking at the chat. Screen chat and not now.
All right. Angels, you need to text me. You need to text me instead of putting that in the chat. Sorry, Michelle. I don't mean to be so cryptic.
No, it's good. All good.
You're killing me, Smalls. So, anyways, he gets back here. He stays longer than he's supposed to. He gets a job at the call center here in town. And a myriad of things happen that he wanted to go like out of town on this trip. He had some friends that were going to come by and pick him up. I'm like, how do you have friends? How do you have friends who can come by here and pick you up? You're not from here. It was all very strange. I started to get like, it's too long of a story to tell, but like I started to figure out that something was very wrong here. And he was supposed to be gone out of town. And I decided to get up super early and head off to his job at about the time he should be getting there if he was home. And look who shows up. He was there heading into work when he was supposed to be out of town. So now I'm thinking, somebody came and picked you up. You're still in town. Where the fuck are you staying? So we did a little stakeout, and after work, caught him getting picked up by another girl in town here, which is crazy to me. I'm like, did he know her before I brought him here? Did he find her after I brought him here? What the fuck? So we like chase him down. I'm all, got your number, dude. By the way, girl, you might want to be careful. She's got kids in the car with her. I'm like, this is staying at my house this whole time. And he's supposed to be out of town on a trip. So, Christina, I'm done dating. I don't even date anymore. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So anyways, long story short, he ends up being like, a friend of mine comes down from a town that's a few hours away. And we happen to be hanging out, and she happens to work at a call center. And I happen to say this person's name. And she happens to be the hiring person for the call center. And guess who just had applied to get a job where she works? This very man. This very man was getting ready to hightail his ass out of here to the next stop on the list.
Oh my
And
God.
to the next victim. And so, needless to say, he didn't get that job. So I'm not sure where he went after that, but yeah, that was a good one. I've met a lot of really great guys over the years, guys. Lots of good ones. Let's see. Roses says, I went out of town with someone to go camping after dating only about a month, but I was 21 years old. Now, if someone asked me to go out of town to go camping at my age, I'm calling the police. Right. I can't even say that I was super young. I can't even use being super young as an excuse. I was literally, these things happened for me between the age of 35 to 45. So just a mere 5 years ago, I was traipsing off to meet guys but now I don't even want to date anymore. So it's not really going to be a problem.
Right before the pandemic, there was a guy that I started dating in January. So pandemic hit, I'm going to say March 2020. I met him January 2020. I had to go present at a conference in Spain early January 2020. We were kind of getting along. He was Colombian. I was going to Spain. Had this crazy idea. Oh, yeah, come with me. I'll use my miles. I'm already staying somewhere. Best and worst decision I made of my life, because before that, he seemed fine, but I got to see his genuine true colors there. And by the time we were leaving, I was already done with him. And then he's sending me messages and doing all this stuff. And yes, was I crazy for using my miles for his flight? And yes, having him stay with me? 150%. Should I have done it? No. Would I do it again? Honestly, knowing what I learned, yes, because I would have never seen his pattern. And this was my first genuine experience with what I would say is a narcissist. Like, I knew about them before, sort of, but this was a very clear-cut narcissist and very eye-opening. So I'm grateful in that department. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to turn my camera off because I had to clear my throat, and then I had to use a Kleenex. I have my camera off for a hot second here.
I was like, I don't want to talk to just myself with you guys. That's a little weird.
No, I know. I'll be right back. I just have to blow my nose. I wanted to let you know before I
that was one of my crazies. I've definitely had plenty of myself, but that was one of my 2020. So I'm turning 49 in 2 weeks, so we can backtrack from there. So that was not very long ago. Yeah, I still make very irrational decisions, and that's okay. Gotta live and learn.
I mean, I'm lucky. I never found myself in a situation where I was scared or felt like I could be in danger of any kind.
Same.
And I never had any like catfishes in the sense of they weren't the person in their pictures or something. Like, I feel like I got catfished on personality sometimes.
I
Like,
have
you're
been
not the
catfished.
personality that you put across, but technically they were the person in the pictures.
No, I've definitely been catfished. This guy,
Um,
no. And when he came to Spain with me for the conference, we were staying at an Airbnb with several of my colleagues. So there was a built in safety net. I've just never seen anybody who was fluent in Spanish. And yeah, I have some phrases and things, and yes, I can get by. I've never met anybody who was so not willing to help the person they're with
Yeah.
learn, get by, whatever. And I'm grateful in that sense to experience that, because I didn't have that when we were here, because there was just no exposure to it, because DC's too diverse. So, yeah.
So let me catch up with the chat a little bit. Christina said, oh, I hate trying to do it on here. Christina says, oh my God, I caught someone lying about where they were using the weather. Oh, yeah, it's sunny here, y'all. That's funny because the weather says there's a tornado. That's great.
Christina, I'm laughing at your comment, which you'll see a couple down.
Christina
Kynny.
also says she went to Tahoe with someone she met when she was like 25 for a night. It was fun. They went jet skiing and stuff. Michelle being a sugar mama.
I wasn't. I used miles. Like, I had them. I like to give when I can, and yeah, it's a fault of mine.
Roses
Well,
asked
listen.
Christina, she said, I don't know how old you are, but would you do it at the age you are now? And Christina says, nope. She says, oh, I had some guy talk to me saying he was in the army, and after like a week, he started asking me for gift cards. Better luck next time, buddy.
Scam. 100% scam.
Before, that reminds me of something, so don't let me forget. I'm going to keep that right here. Angels.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was eating, so I didn't want to be chewing.
I'm sorry if I yelled at you earlier.
Oh my gosh, don't worry. No, it's okay.
I didn't mean to come across like that. I just felt alarmed for a second. Did you have, if you're eating, you don't need to, but did you have anything else you wanted to speak on as far as the cruise or anything else? I noticed a comment you made, so I wasn't sure if there was some more that you wanted to say or no.
It's definitely been something to navigate, because this is my friend, and I'm just trying to be there as a friend, but I wanted to be like, do not go on this cruise. That is the most ridiculous thing. Why are you even contemplating it? Are you kidding me? And I just had to suck it up and be like, hey, I'm here to support your decisions. Go live, no regrets, just trying to be even Steven about it,
Yeah.
Um,
You're cool, man.
Right? I'm trying to be cool, man. But in the process, I don't know how to explain it without completely revealing the whole entire situation, but I'm okay revealing some of it. I'm roommates with the person that went on the cruise, the man. And we have dated in the past, but we're not dating now. This girl is very jealous that I'm living in his house renting a room. And that's part of the layer I did not reveal in the last episode, because it had nothing to do with going on a cruise with your ex. Yeah. But keeping that in mind, I'm just getting out of a relationship with a man. And somehow the ex of myself and the ex of my roommate, the girl that was on the cruise, somehow they started talking. And I think both of them Yeah. That's the layer. She asked him out to go to coffee, asked him out on a date. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you're watching this, and dude, if you're watching this, you guys, that's fucking cray cray.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. That's
I don't
fucking crazy town.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, and then she just, started making up stuff, sending him crazy stuff that wasn't true, whatever is true in her mind about what I'm doing here, which I'm strictly renting a room. Anyway,
I can vouch for that.
Yes. And so the two of them, we're talking, and she's just talking mad shit, and I'm just like, what's the point of that? Why would you talk mad shit about me? Like, don't you want me to get back together with my ex, and you're trying to get with the roommate? Like, what's the point of driving a wedge between me and my ex even further? Wouldn't that drive me into the arms of the roommate? Which it hasn't, because I'm a grown up. But I'm just saying, like, I don't understand her MO. The whole thing doesn't make sense. And to me, it's just a person stirring shit. She just started shit talking and didn't realize she even had an MO or an agenda. She's just a shit talker. So,
Oh, girl.
Yeah. So
I don't know your fucking name. I don't know your fucking name, girl. But I'm telling you, you need to. Do you not understand how karma works? Like that's too much. You guys are doing too much. That's fucking weird and stupid and immature, by the way. How old are we? Are we in high school? No, we are not. We are middle-aged adults.
Mm-hmm.
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, I think they found each other on Facebook.
Not grow the fuck up.
You have activated me. I am now officially fucking activated.
Yeah.
Officially. Okay, I need a Zach Peter activated fucking sign up behind me right now, bitch, because I'm fucking irritated now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking.
What do you call that? A stupid move, like a stupid bitch move, I'm just like, really? You're gonna go find my ex on Facebook, or he found you, or however it happened, and you two are gonna ask each other out and talk shit about me and my roommate? It's just like, I don't know. It's almost like I'm innocent in this, and my situation. And she literally called me a hobosexual, someone that spreads their legs for housing. Yeah.
It's so fucking petty. Yeah.
I pay rent. I have my own room. I'm not sleeping in anybody else's bed. I have my own bed, my own room. I pay rent here, and it's a completely legit situation. It's just friends helping friends, and this woman, inserting herself into my life in various ways, and I don't even want to be involved. I'm not part of this cruise. I didn't go.
Right?
Yeah.
That is crazy town. Also, I also called that. It was one of the first things that I said was, what's going to happen with this person once they get back from their trip and she's acting all fucking crazy all over again. And bitch, you're acting fucking crazy, and it's coming across really, really bad. Like that, both of you guys need to grow up. This is stupid. Like, you should be grateful that this man had the wherewithal to even go on this trip with you to keep your ass safe, because you could have got snatched up. He did you a fucking favor, and he didn't have to. And it sounds like he was pretty cool about the whole fucking thing. So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. Like, I'm so annoyed.
Yeah. And so imagine, like, I'm just like, wow, why? I can't believe they're in communication, and like,
maybe they should get together, because it sounds like they might deserve each other.
Yes.
Crazy begats crazy, because it sounds crazy to me. And that's me saying that. Just so you all know, that's my fucking opinion. Is that shit's fucking weird. Okay? Gross. You guys, why don't you guys go off and have a little toxic relationship of your fucking own? and leave the adults alone.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who needs soap operas when this
I'm
is happening?
sweating. Sorry.
Like, what kind of an ending is that where the two like crazies kind of get together, you know, and the normal people are just like, oh, what do we even do?
Sounds like a
What?
perfect fucking ending to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Goodness.
wow. And
Yeah.
it just is so funny to know that you got my channel. So whether you're watching now or you're watching later, you're going to hear all about what I have to fucking say about this shit. Because that is so high school.
I agree. It's just not normal. It's not normal
People
behavior.
don't have to stay together. Okay, guys? It's
Mhm.
called moving on. It's called being an adult.
Adulting.
It's called being a decent human. It didn't work out for a reason. Let it go.
Amen. And I'm not even religious, but amen to that.
I'm all now I gotta edit myself because fuck. I gone and said shit I shouldn't say, but fuck, man, that is the dumbest shit.
Yeah. So the fact that she heard the podcast and it was filmed before this even happened, and then, you know, I don't know how much she watched of it, but it's kind of a sweet little revenge for me because I'm not the one. I'm not the type of person to go find somebody and shit stir their life and fuck up their life. I don't do that. You know, but the podcast was like, when I was re-listening, I was like, oh, we called that. Oh, she did that too. Oh boy. Oh,
Bitch,
well,
we got your
you know.
number, bitch. We got your
Exactly.
fucking number all fucking day. And I called this drama that's just going on right now also, just so you know. In case we didn't talk about that part on the podcast, I knew this was going to happen. I knew you were going to pull some weird shit when you got back, just so you know.
Yeah, and the way I look at it, it seems to me it's textbook weirdo, narcissistic, selfish ass behavior. It's almost predictable to a T. You know,
Okay.
we live in a small town. If you want to find somebody, you can find them. You know, 6 degrees of
Facts.
separation. You know,
It
wasn't I
ain't
just
6.
talking about?
It's more like 3 if we're lucky.
Right. And I have like 4 Eskimo sisters in this town. I mean, come the fuck on. Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me just read the chat for a second.
Okay.
I'm so activated right now. So Christina said, "What the fuck?" And she said, "Okay, but you sounded like AI when you said that. You could totally do voice acting." First of all, who are you talking to when you said that? And second of all, what did said person say that sounded like that? Because if you're talking about me, I take that as a huge compliment because I've always wanted to do that. But if you're talking about angels, she kind of already does that. And I think we were the only two talking. So I don't think you were talking about Michelle, but you could have been.
I do actually
Yeah,
get
I'm
paid
not
to do
voice
voiceovers.
acting.
I know she
What am
gets
I gonna do?
Angels gets paid to do voiceovers. Do you know that ever since I was a young child, I've wanted to do stuff like that? I'm like, I should be doing commercials. I think that's what, and I like to write
Fun.
jingles. If you couldn't tell from my little intros, I'm a
We can
jingle
tell.
writer.
Do voiceovers, do voice acting. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's just something I slipped into. But like I said to Kynny, I can definitely get you on a commercial. We're gonna be, you know, we're gonna work towards that. We really are. It's just a
Yes,
slow season right now.
manifesting.
Yep.
Michelle's doing the whoop, whoop. We got
Go,
this.
Kynny.
We got this.
Commercial. Go, Kynny. Get your commercial.
So Roses said to any male stalkers out there watching, a piece of advice. If you want to know if you have a good female or not, look at how she treats her female friends. Facts. These toxic clowns where'd it go? These toxic
Mm.
clowns running around tend to play stupid crap with females and don't have friends. One of them went looking for the other because they are a stalker. And you don't randomly meet people in your small circle online, in my opinion. Angel, sounds like you dodged a bullet with the guy.
Thank you.
Um,
Yes, I did. Yes, I sure did.
Yes, Christina says I was talking about angels. Thanks a lot, Christina. She said, Kitty, you have a good voice to do that. You can change your voice very well. Thanks for the compliment, even though you weren't actually talking about me in the first place. I'm not mad about it. It's okay. Christina says that would be amazing. It would probably make me cry because I would be proud of us doing a commercial.
Oh, Christina, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, we got to make this happen. Make everybody cry. I'm just proud of your podcast and stuff, Kynny. I think you're doing amazing. This is so much fun.
I'm
It is so
trying,
much
you
fun.
guys. It's a lot of work. And I really have so much respect for these creators who can force themselves on here all the time because I can't.
I hear that.
I just can't. I want to, but it's like not that easy. It just isn't.
No.
And
Lives every day. Like, who does lives every day? Do Donna, and Zach, do they do lives every day? I think Zach does.
yeah, they do.
I don't know about Donna, but like,
I mean,
it's a lot.
they definitely have their niche, and I'm not there yet. I might get there at some point. I mean, I feel like I've been putting out a lot of stuff though. I mean, I do put out a good amount of content, and for how little my channel is, I think it does pretty good. So I'm definitely not complaining.
You're
on your
honest
way.
stuff, I love it. It's good juju putting out for the
Yeah.
day. I watch
Yeah, and all the card readings that I've been doing and like the card readings that I've been listening to are just reinforcing that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So
I love that.
yeah. Rosa says I'm having a blast. Yeah, I mean, shit. I just lost my shit. I'm calmed down now, but man, I lost my shit for a second there. Like, if there's nothing I hate more in this fucking world, even more than a trifling ass man, is a trifling ass bitch. Fucking hate him. If the shoe fucking fits, wear it, bitch. Sorry. I'm in defend my friend mode right now. I'm like, oh, hell no, you fucking talk shit about my friend. I will fucking tell you what
That look awful.
I don't fight like this. I fight like this and with my energy. Christina says, I cry when I'm proud. It's the weirdest things. Makes going to my daughter's things kind of awkward. Aw, you're just probably a crier, I bet, in general, Christina, as am I. I also cry. I cry for every emotion.
Yeah,
Christina.
but look at our next thing. Your lives are super fun, Kynny. I get to be silly and unfiltered.
That's right, because you're not on the job when you're here. You're not on the job.
So much fun.
Yeah, I cry for every emotion, and that's really annoying when you're pissed off. Because I cry when I'm mad, and I'm like, I'm not crying because you hurt my feelings. I'm crying because I want to kill you. And I can't. I'm crying because I want to punch your fucking face, and I can't.
Do you not have like two different levels of crying? Like crying I want to like punch your face and crying like I'm crying? I have both.
I'm not sure how different they all look. They probably look the same based on the levels of either sadness or anger or frustration or whatever it may be.
Okay.
Did I just get my thumb? Oh, I'm going to have to look. I probably have made all sorts of interesting faces during this live. I bet there's plenty of me being all.
Wait, Vogue?
I'm all, no, I am a Zen child of the light until I'm fucking activated. And then that fuck you comes out of the woo woo. I used to say, I wrote down one time, I should look it up. I wrote something like, I thought it might be a song lyric or something. That's like, you gotta woo-saw into the woo-woo and something into the fuck you, but I can't remember what it was. I'm all, by morning, I'm all love and light, but by nighttime, I'm all fuck you. I think we should be allowed to be both things at the same time.
There's nothing wrong with that. Why, like,
Right?
why
I'm
do you have to be one?
authentic.
Do you want to know my thing? I call myself, and this is, yes, it's a play on the movie, but I 150,000% identify with it. 50 Shades of Michelle. Because I have a version that I'm with professionally. I have versions with different friends and different people. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's different versions of yourself. And I'm going to have to say it's not okay, but it's also because most people are not accepting of who you are as a person, so they're gonna judge you. But this is what I've been for the past 30 plus years. 50 Shades of Me. And it's okay. You know, it is what it is.
I'm not necessarily like that per se. I have a lot of shades within my personality, but all people get all shades.
Oh, and see, I
I
have a
don't
lot of
tailor myself too much based on situation or person.
Yeah,
that's not always a good
I've
thing.
gotten my ass reamed for being myself in professional situations, so I've had to like scale back and stuff, and it's not okay. Like if I work with you, if I work with you and I'm professional, but we go out and have a holiday, whatever, with everybody that we work with, and I let loose, don't pull me in the office on Monday morning and shit on me because I said this and I did that when I was having fun. And at the end of the day, nobody was hurt. I was just, my jersey came out. But that's what I've had to deal with, like, all the time. Oh, you're too much of this. You're too much of that. And it's just like, so I shut down. So I have 50 shades, maybe 60, maybe 100, but it's very regimented based on who I'm around. Which is unfortunate. Like, it shouldn't be that way, but people fucking suck.
I don't think that like, that shouldn't be allowed.
It shouldn't.
In a workplace.
But it is. Girl, we could have a whole conversation about this. Like, it's like not even just from like former employees, but even like professional conferences and stuff. Like it's like I'm expected to be presented a certain way. Otherwise, I'm looked at with a side eye.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to work.
Yeah, I don't like to work with people.
It's like I'm not that way. Like I can look at someone and be like, all right, you're this. I might look and be like, all right, you're a little bit cray-cray, but you're an amazing person. You can do this. I don't care if you have 3 different colors of hair and 15 different piercings. Like if you can do your job and do your thing, great. Like I'm not here to judge you based on that and assume that you're an idiot. But it's just unfortunate that I think like our culture is to judge. And fucking hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
Man, I am so sketched out right now. Anyone who shows up, I'm all, who are you? Why are you here? I don't know what to say. Do I need to block you?
Uh-oh, wait, what's going on?
I just don't like it when people are showing up in the chat right now that I don't know based on the conversations that we just had. I feel real sketched out. And so I just want to block everyone that I don't recognize right now. Sorry.
Did you block them?
No offense if there's no need, but right now, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I thought so. Guess what? You're not going to be able to interact here. Okay. So you can listen, but you don't get to interact. Sorry. Oh, wait. How is that? Dang it. Wait a minute. I'm so confused because maybe I don't have the power that I thought I did. This is something I'm going to have to figure out because
I'm not sure what you're looking at. But Angels, I see you're saying small town vibes. Apologies.
Oh, just because her stalkers are all up in my channel. Now we got like actual drama.
I know. Let me just add another layer.
Thanks,
Angels.
Please do. I want to hear.
The ex that I have is in the chat, and that's okay. He can be in the chat. It's okay. It's a small town vibe.
No,
you know,
absolutely fucking not.
Or
Absolutely
Kynny, you can
fucking
block
not.
him. It's fine. Like,
nope, I'm on
given up.
you.
I've literally
to the na. Hell to the na. No, not gonna happen. Not on my page.
So Angels,
sorry.
Like, or Kynny, like, was that person removed?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to learn. This is a perfect learning opportunity for me. I have deleted the messages. I just don't. I'm not having it. Like, that person shouldn't have even been part of this fucking conversation. Let's just start there. Okay? You're not even supposed to be part of this conversation. So you're not gonna be. How do I do this? I don't know how to do it. Christina, help me learn.
I'm having a great time. That's so sweet.
Love
it.
All right. Good Lord have mercy. I mean, I thought there might be some drama over this, but it's not coming from the people or person I thought the drama would come from over talking about it.
I know.
The only person I was concerned about is not an issue.
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess, right?
Yeah, I've been navigating texts from him the entire time. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Really?
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. Not meant to be. It's okay. It's okay.
Some things take time, and like I said, every relationship has a beginning, middle, and end. And sometimes people don't want the ending, but I feel like we've both given each other closure, clear cut. We're good. We're done with each other, and just sometimes it lingers, and I just don't understand why. It doesn't need to.
I understand. Nobody likes to, nobody likes a breakup, but there are two people in the situation. And you know what? I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there because sometimes you're pushed to make decisions
Mm-hmm.
and then you make them.
Right.
And then it's
but
like, oh, no.
Yeah.
This was a decision that had to be made, was forced to be made. It was made.
Yeah.
It's just
Let's move on.
just
It's okay. It's okay.
good vibes, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing
Look
is
at Mercy's
happening.
comment.
There's no
It's-
reason for anyone anywhere in this situation to be spiraling or anything of that nature. Not saying anyone is. I'm just saying that nothing has happened for there to be drama around other
Yeah.
than us discussing a situation that happened to be exactly what I thought it was going to be. Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, and it was all meant to be in fun. And this showing up on my channel and trying to get up in my chat, that shit's not going to fly. So,
So let me add another layer. What's fueling his fire is because when they started talking, she started making up stuff like weird people do. And I know you can attest to this being my truth, and I know I don't have to defend myself, but she told him that I was sending the roommate nudes before I even moved in to seduce him to get me to move in.
right, because
he
she would
thinks-
know that, right? She would
Right.
totally know that if it happened, right?
Yeah, she said she caught a glimpse of a nude.
Oh,
and-
right, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't even send boyfriends nudes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, So I was like, yeah, okay. So she made it out like I've been sleeping with him the whole time and being, all that stuff.
You know
and it's
what?
just so
The fact of the fucking matter is, even if you did do that, and even if you were fucking sleeping with him, it's none of your guys' fucking business. You're not her fucking man anymore. You're the ex now. That's what happens. People move on. So maybe she's not doing those things, but even if she fucking was, it's not your fucking concern anymore. She's an adult and she's allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants. Sorry.
I'm going to interrupt for a minute. I don't know how to turn off my camera or my sound, but I will be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, sorry.
Because I've been pressing buttons and it's not working.
Like,
be right
what the fuck? Like,
Sorry.
we are adult people, middle-aged adult people.
yeah, this is very junior high. It really
It's
is.
so junior high. Like,
or Days of Our Lives, or like just soap opera stuff, or like normal people don't do this.
when I was dealing with my ex, my one ex, I was 17 to 20. And this was the kind of shit he pulled on me. He didn't want to fucking be with me. And I'm not saying this is, but similar, because I do have some knowledge here.
Mhm.
He didn't want to be with me because he wanted to do what he wanted. He wanted to be how he wanted, whatever the case was. But as soon as I fucking tried to move on for realsies, he had to get right up in the mix because can't be with anyone else, right? So can't be with you, can't be with anyone else. I guess I should just fuck myself, right?
Yeah. It's
Fucking
almost like
ridiculous.
they'll make your life
And
so
it's
miserable.
abusive, by
Yeah,
the
because
way.
it like forces you to go back to them because it's like life is easier if you just go back and you just submit and just conform, because they'll make your life a living hell.
It's
if you
called
don't.
abuse, is what it is. Plain and simple. Sorry, not sorry. That is
Yeah.
psychological and emotional abuse. It's gaslighting. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And as long as
Yeah.
I'm fucking friends with you, I will be here to remind you whether they fucking like it or not. They used to call me the breakup girl because I'm the best one to help you get over an ex. The best.
I had no idea.
Let's go out. Let's go out. I'll wingman you all fucking night, bitch. Like
This has literally like made me scared to date. I don't even, because this guy was like new in
It's-
town, and it's just like
just
I don't.
it's just fucking problems. It's why I don't date, because it's fucking ridiculous out here. We live in too small of an area.
Right? It is.
Starting there, we live in too small of a fucking area.
Yeah.
And the fact that, it just, like, you're living rent free in multiple people's heads right now. I hope I am too. I hope you
I
guys
think
go
you
to
are.
bed thinking about me too while you're at it.
Yeah.
Just so you
Yeah.
guys know, you are literally letting her live in your head for free. For doing absolutely nothing to you. Either of you. So, you can make up your little stories and do whatever you think you need to do to make yourself feel better. But karma's coming for you. Keep that in mind. And that's probably why you're single now. And it's probably why you're going to be single for a while. Just saying.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand the psychology of it, but on the other hand, I've been listening to all these, breakup videos and stuff, and then I'm just like, whoa, this is super textbook for crazy people in a way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, people never
get
cease
it.
to amaze me. It's really,
But I appreciate you saying, because, like, when you're in the eye of the storm, you don't realize that you're in the depth of it, the deep of it, and you're just like, what can I do to just get along? I just want to get along because my life is going to be miserable if I can't get along, and all of a sudden you're like compromising everything. You don't see it because you're in it. But once you like step out and put space and time between the situation and yourself, and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
you
lose yourself.
Love is exactly the same thing as a drug. It does the exact same thing to your body that being addicted to drugs does. It does the same thing to your mind, your heart, your emotions, all of it. It encompasses you. And you cannot, it is literally like kicking a drug. So that's why I say, when people say, oh, I'm going to be friends with my ex, maybe you can, but you better wait like 5 fucking years or some shit, because as you know, people who are addicted to drugs can't just do it once in a while. That's not how it fucking works. You have to make an actual break from someone. And I've gone over this with friends in my own life. I've talked about it before in my, I think I might even have a short about this, where it's like, and this is the same for drug addicts, and this might sound harsh, but they're responsible. You're responsible for still doing the drug. You are responsible for still doing the drug, for dipping your toe in and falling back in, and you're making a decision, and you're the only one you can fucking blame. Right out the gates, you can blame the other person, but not very much further past that, it becomes a you problem. And as harsh as that is, it's the fucking truth. And people think loneliness is so fucking terrible. It's so hard. It's not. But you have to sit in it for a minute. You have to get used to it. You have to let it like happen, because if you don't, you're going to be, just like you said, in that place of constantly compromising yourself. Because you can't get away from the drama. And I'm here to tell anyone who doesn't know this, who hasn't had the chance to experience it for themselves, I am here to tell you, I promise you, with everything inside of me, loneliness ain't got shit on being in a situation that is bad for you. It doesn't. It feels like it at first, but it actually is not near as bad as being in a bad relationship. It's just the facts. And it doesn't always have to be that someone in the relationship is bad either. People can just not be meant for each other. There doesn't have to always be a villain, although usually there is, but there doesn't have to be. But like I said in my short, if there was one feeling that I could take from myself and give to someone else, that would be the one thing, would be for them to know that once you get past that initial, like, yearning to be with somebody, and once that shit goes away and you start to feel the empowerment and the serenity of not dealing with it, now that can be a powerful fucking drug.
Mm-hmm.
And
Agree.
one
I
that's not
agree.
bad for you,
Yeah.
unless you take it too far, like with anything. But
Mm. Yeah, it's a tough thing to navigate, and it's always a risk. No matter who you date, no matter who you go on a trip with, no matter who you go on a cruise with, it's always a risk. And we talked about this last time. It's just like people can really surprise you with their behavior because in the beginning, everybody puts their best foot forward.
Yep.
You know, and then that's why I say you have to know somebody for all the seasons before you commit to them or make that jump of, yeah, let's be together. You gotta see them in the summer, see them in the fall, see them in the winter. Do they have seasonal depression? You know, are they grumpy all the time in the morning? Like, you have to see them in all the seasons to know them. That's my point.
Well,
and
and not even
sometimes
the
that's
seasons,
not
also like issues, like shit that pops up, like I can't make it, I have a medical issue, I have a family issue, to see how they respond. Because I mean, when you get married, you say for better or for worse. And honestly, most people, and I'm going to say men, and this is not to be sexist, but most men are not capable of being there for or better or for worse. Where I feel like women, that's what we do. We can take care. We'll put up with a partner who is like working a shit ton. When a female partner is struggling, that guy is bye-bye. Or at least like on his way out, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I
No,
think
it can definitely be that way.
yeah. I mean, one of my besties dated a guy who turned out to be really bad. But he was very narcissistic and he was an alcoholic, like a bad one. And
Mm-hmm.
she, at one point, like I watched my friend physically become ill. Like she looked sick. Like we
Yeah.
don't know exactly what was going on there. But if it wasn't just her energy, it could have been something else, and we're not sure. But the
Yeah.
point here is that what was the point? God damn it, Kim. What did you just say, Michelle? God damn it, I hate it when I do that, because I say, she thought she had made a commitment to this guy. And this was this was a short relationship in the grand scheme. She wasn't married to this person, but in her mind, she had convinced herself that she made a commitment to this guy, and that even if she had to nurse him through alcoholism or being sick because he seemed ill, that she was going to stick it out. And I was like, bitch, why do you think that is your lot in life? This is a grown man that you just met within the last couple of, like, he is an adult man.
Yeah.
It's not your fucking response. Like, great, you made a commitment. You thought you were going to be with him forever. So you're going to shackle yourself to taking care of this person? It just didn't make sense. I was like, what the fuck? But she was also in a cycle of abuse that which is why she was, trying to
She wanted to feel
justify it.
important to make this person get better. Like this was her purpose, I feel
It's
like.
like when somebody tells you if you do something to them or you break up with them, that they're going to remove themselves from the world.
Mm-hmm.
That is some psychological abuse bullshit. That putting that on someone is so fucked up.
It is.
It's like,
It's
because you
emotional
can't handle
manipulation.
yourself, you're going to try to shackle me with some everlasting shame and guilt because I don't want to be with you? That is fucked up.
Mm.
I'm laughing. 'cause I have
What's
some
more
very
fucked
honest
up?
thoughts,
Oh,
but-
I'm sorry, Michelle. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, Angel, you go.
I was well, and it's kind of yucky what I'm gonna say, so I'm just trigger warning here. What's more fucked up is when they actually do take their life, and that actually happened to me. And so then navigating this next relationship that I just got out of, he has used that, knowing that I have like been through so much like turmoil in my past with people threatening suicide and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
fucked up.
And so, just like, wow, this has taken such an emotional toll on me to navigate it in a kind way as much as I can. Because I don't need anything like that happening to anybody,
Of course not. Of course not.
But the threats of it, they say when you threaten it, you're not going to do it,
But it's
and then
like
doing
the
it is
fact
pointless
that-
and selfish.
The fact that someone our age can try to make you feel like you are responsible for them as a human at their fucking age is fucking ridiculous.
It is. Because it's not our
You're a
responsibility. if someone
full-grown
else is
adult. You
suffering.
had a whole
It's
fucking
ours.
life of whatever happened. We've all had our traumas. All of us.
Right. And
Nobody is
relationships.
trauma-free
Yeah.
in this world, most
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you get to grow up and put your shit on someone else. It's not okay to do that.
I agree.
Yeah. And I want everybody to get that memo. I want them to get that memo. It's not okay to put your shit on other people.
It's
especially
not.
when they're grown up.
It's not. But also, we have a responsibility within ourselves to not fucking allow them to.
You're right. You're correct.
Because in the end, you can't control what they're fucking doing. You
Yeah.
can only control what you're doing and what you're allowing. So maybe you can't stop these people from trying to put their shit on you, but you can decide whether you take it.
Yeah.
You don't have to put that shit on your shoulders. You can politely refuse. No, thank you. I have my own shit. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't need
do.
to be responsible for someone else's shit. This isn't your child. Did you raise this person?
But even like, it's not even like, let's take the parent out of it, right? Because it's not even necessarily the parent, but it's on that person. They're going to do it whether you try and help or not. Like, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Right. Even if you did raise the person, you're only so responsible for someone once they become an adult human being.
So what happened to your friend, Kynny? Like, did he off himself, or is he still alive today?
Right.
No. Luckily, she got away from him, and he spiraled really badly and ended up in jail. And we found out some stuff that I won't speak on, but it was bad. It was bad. And and thank God that she got away from him. And within months, she started to look like a new human. He literally was like the devil energy sucking her life away from her. I watched it. I watched her physically change. And I watched her come right back to fucking life. Because she was hooked on a really bad drug. She might as well have been doing fucking heroin. Because that's what it's like, I get so fucking irate because my ex was a long fucking time ago. I mean, we're talking, I was 20 or so the last time that I was like, I'm fucking done here. And still to this day, when I fucking think about it, it just disgusts me. It just disgusts me how people can be. You know, when you're a good person and you try to live your life with integrity and you try not to lie and you try not to cheat and you don't do these things, you hope that the people around you might be like that.
Yeah.
And when you're dating, it starts to feel like they're not like that. They're not. They're not like you. And you can't come from your paradigm when you're trying to figure out why someone else or how someone else might be, because your paradigm ain't it. That's why we spend all of our time trying to understand crazy. Because if somehow we can just make sense of it, if somehow we can just understand it, we can unravel the mystery of why people fucking act like this. We can't. We can't, and we will never understand. So we will be doomed to have conversations like this over and over and over. And we are doomed to having conversations with young women who need to hear these things.
You know what? The reason this happens over and over and we have these conversations is trauma. It's, even if it's subtle,
Yep.
you grew up with it from a mother or a father or both, and you learned certain things that you were exposed to are okay. So then you think it's okay as you're growing up, and this is where it happens. And it's not okay, but you don't realize it until you get therapy or you get older and you realize, like with talking with people, oh shit, this is fucked up. And
yeah,
that's the crazy thing. Like, you're in your 40s and realizing, like, oh shit, this is why I've been the way that I've been. I've fucked up relationships. This is why I've like blown a fucking gasket over shit. I'm not crazy. I'm just reacting to what's the term? Reactive abuse. Like, there's something where it's you're not overreacting, like you're reacting to a response of things that you've dealt with. And it's and I think that's where a lot of it comes from. Like, you just, and it's generational.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
and there's generational trauma, and there's research to show that too, which is crazy.
And that's what I was saying. Like, when you're in the eye of the storm, you don't see it.
You
yeah.
don't
see it.
I had a friend who was being physically abused by her man, and we knew it. We knew it. We didn't see it. We never saw it. It was always behind closed doors. But these two people came to stay with me for a period of time. And while she lived with me, she was safe because he wouldn't do it when someone else was around to see it.
Of course.
So it was like
It's
the
always behind closed
only
doors.
period that she had where she was safe. But I bring that up to say that my friends and I, my bestie and I, have always talked about how the thing about emotional and psychological abuse that makes it so dangerous, and in my opinion, aside from, you know, someone being so physically abusive that they might schmurder you, but the emotional and psychological abuse seems so much more dangerous to me because you don't
It is.
know it's happening.
There's no symptom.
You
There's
don't
no
know.
physical symptoms. Exactly.
Right. My ex, like, not actually Golden, did a thing the other day, and she was talking about what are some words that you wish you knew when you were young that you've learned as an older person. And for me, it was narcissism and gaslighting. Because if I had known anything about that being a thing, it would have helped me when I was dealing with my ex, when I was losing my fucking mind, being drug out of an airport. One time, him and I got into a thing at his house, and he had pictures of us on the wall, and I ripped it down and I smashed it with my fist, and I grabbed a piece of the glass and I went for my arms with it because I was trying to get his attention. And he called the cops on me. I ended up in handcuffs, being
'cause you look
threatened
like the
with
crazy
him not
person.
pressing charges against me. And, you know, like the mind fuck of that is so much more dangerous. I wish one time he would have just punched me in the face, because I
Yeah.
guarantee you, and I guarantee you he knew this too, that if he ever fucking did, that would be the thing. I'd be like, oh, you just punched me in the face. You're abusing me. But he
Yeah.
didn't, because he knew that for me would have been the thing, because he like tried to push me back one time, even just kind of, and I lost my shit. And my bestie and I always talked about how, like, I'd rather you just punch me in the face, because at least I know, oh, we're fucking fighting.
There's physical
We're
proof,
fucking
right?
fighting. But the emotional and the psychological shit, you don't
You
know
feel
it
like you're
until it's
going
too
nuts.
late. And
Yeah.
and if you don't, you know, nowadays people are a little bit more armed with the knowledge of narcissism and gaslighting. But when I was little, or when I was dating him, and something happened between him and I, and it was just him and I that were there, and then it was just him and I having a conversation about it, and he looked me dead in the eyes and told me he did not do or say something that he said to me. And I'm like,
The manipulation is, and gaslighting is,
that shit is crazy
I don't even want to
dangerous.
give credit, but it is chef kiss. Like, they fucking can nail it down like no other. Not in a good way, but it's just, they can make you feel like you're going fucking crazy.
Absolutely insane. Christina says, I was gaslit so bad I thought I was going crazy. Literally, yes. She says, I was debating on going to an inpatient program. Turns out he was cheating. He had another phone in his car too. He made me think I was losing my mind. Exactly. They make you feel like you're losing your fucking mind. And you do shit to make
And
you
well,
look
you're
like you
reacting
have
to it.
lost your mind.
Yeah, you're reacting to that. And so you look like you're batshit crazy when you're not. You're reacting to something that they did, but they're denying it, or it looks normal. So you're the cray cray.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard when, and I can only reference this as men towards females because that's my experience, is that when a man says his ex is crazy, it's really hard to know, because either they are crazy, like
Or he made them
someone
crazy.
that we just recently talked about, or they're not actually crazy. They've been forced into being crazy, and you might even see them do something that appears crazy, but you're not necessarily seeing what's pushing them into it. So yeah, maybe she does act crazy. You don't know that he's fucking gaslit her ass so bad that she just fucking lost her shit, because it happened to me so many fucking times. So many fucking times. His brother literally said to him, it's like you walk her right up to the cliff, and right when she's about to lose it, you just push her right over. Christina says, he changed the way he did everything, where he sat, going to work early or staying late. Then I get upset and accuse him of cheating, and he made me think I was just completely insane. Exactly. They act like you don't see the changes. Like, you don't notice all of a sudden that someone's behavior is totally different. You're just crazy. You're just seeing things that aren't there. No, motherfucker. You have a pattern, and your pattern just switched up. Why? Oh, man.
It's, no,
this is why I hate Blake.
Oh my God. I have so many thoughts and feelings about this, and not even just from like a dating perspective, but from a friend perspective, from a family perspective. My family has set me up for being accustomed to this. And I will one perfect example that I can say is from my mother, who is fucking psychotic. And I say that's the nicest thing I can say about her. When my Bopshi, her mother, passed, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a little bit of money because, like, to you and your husband, because at that point I was married." And I didn't tell her I was getting divorced, but I had to. So then she didn't want to give me the money. And it was only like a couple $1,000s, whatever. And then at some point when I talked to her, she denied even saying any of that. And I'm from Jersey and I speak my mind, and I just 0 to 1,000 flipped my shit and laid into her. And she gaslit me till the end of the day. I never said that. I never did this. I never did that. Blah, 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 blah. Well, she passed a few months later. Bless her heart. Not really. And I actually found the letter she was supposed to send me regarding everything. But prior to that, on the phone, she made me feel like an asshole. She's crying. She's in front of people, so she looks like the victim, and her daughter's making her upset and do all these things. And I literally, across states, I wanted to jump through the fucking phone and, well, I'm not going to say it because it's probably not nice. But when she passed and I found all the proof, let's just say it was gratifying to know that she was gaslighting me, because she brought out a horrible thing in me and yes, I hated her, couldn't stand her. I was estranged from her since I turned 18. But to be gaslit on that level was unbelievable. And when she passed, I also found out that she did the same thing to some of her friends, which was also, I guess, kind of, I don't want to say satisfying, but it made me feel better. It just wasn't me. This is kind of like what she did as a person. I don't know. Did I go
Yeah.
off on too much of a tangent? I'm sorry, but when I hear gaslighting and manipulation, that's exactly where I go to with my mother. And she kind of set the tone for me, like, dealing with this for the rest of my life. And that's exactly what I've dealt with until, I don't know, in the last 10 years, where I've learned, oh, this is narcissism. Oh, you need to set boundaries. Oh, you need to do these certain things. You shouldn't be in your 40s and learning these things, that it's okay to say no.
Yeah. I
Like, it's
mean, boundaries, patterns, like, people don't think about the fact that right when you meet someone, whether it's a relationship or a friendship, and I guess it could even be family, but specifically with relationships and friendships, like, right out the gates, you start setting patterns. And if you allow a certain pattern to be set and become set, you can't be mad at the other person when later you're like, I don't like that. And they're like,
yeah,
because you can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's really, it's not easy to tell someone, listen, I don't like it when you do that. It's not easy. But if you don't do it, then you can't be mad at them later. You have to say, listen, I don't like this. And it's not the kind of thing that can continue in this relationship between us, or else there's not going to be a relationship. You have to do it. It's not nice. Nobody wants to say, I don't like the way I felt when you did that. But if you don't, people are not mind readers. You know what I mean? And like that whole I know that was it somebody Khaleesi or somebody had me cracking up in the chat the other night because they're talking about some crazy man, and she was like, I can fix him. And I know she was being funny, but like there are people out there who are like that, who do actually think they can
Yes.
fix someone. You can't. And it's not your
But
job.
do you want to know something? Look at Disney movies. Why do you think females, women, whatever, feel like they can find a broken guy and fix them? Look at every single Disney movie, and this is what we grow the fuck up with.
That's true.
It is the most fucked up thing ever.
I never thought of
Oh,
that.
he's ugly, he's mean. Oh, and he kept me captive. And oh my God, I fell in love with you. And that's what? Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, it was Christina who said it. Yeah. Angels, did you have something to say? I saw you unmute yourself briefly.
Oh no, I'm listening in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hold you guys here
that.
either. I know we've been here a while, but I mean, I feel like we've got a good conversation going here. But yeah, it's like that's a valid point. I never really thought about that. It's not every Disney movie, I would say, but
oh my God, I'm gonna go through them and I will let you know.
well, the one that jumped in my head that I didn't think that maybe it was The Little Mermaid, but that might be the reverse. It might have been him needing to fix her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she wanted to like be land-based. Like it was like she was still throwing herself in like
But
giving up
but he wasn't needing to be fixed. She was.
But she was conforming to his world, instead of, what was her dreams? Did she have any dreams? Just to be on
That
land
was her
so she could
dream.
meet a man, to be on land?
That was her dream.
Yeah. But I mean, any other hopes and dreams, Little Mermaid? Was there anything else going on? Or was it just not deep? Maybe it wasn't deep. That was a pun because it was in the ocean.
We need to go through all the Disney movies and see how they like skew.
Well, there's
women
definitely, I mean,
really fucked up.
you're going to have to put them in categories by decade at least, because
That's okay.
they move with the times. Like now in the current times, they're like, you know.
But I never thought of Beauty and the Beast as a kidnapping, but you're totally right. She was held captive.
She was, and she had that syndrome. What's that called? Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, prisoner of war syndrome.
Yeah.
Where you fall in love with your captor?
Yep.
Christina says, I'm a fixer by nature. I'm now 42, almost 43, and I'm finally figuring out I can't actually fix them. You cannot fix them.
Yep. I'm a people pleaser through and through. And part of it is just me. Part of it is toxic. And I don't know how to separate it. And actually, oh, wait, go ahead.
I was going to say, Rosa said Little Mermaid is the cartoon version of Splash. It is kind of, except that without the prince part. But yeah, it kind of is. I loved that movie, by the way.
Me too. That was such a cute movie.
There's
Daryl Hannah. It was Daryl Hannah.
Christina says, I mean, I do say that, but it could have been Khaleesi who said it in chat. Just meant that I am that type of person, but have been working hard to not be that anymore, at least in relationships. And she says Disney movies are twisted. Yes. And I'm proud of you.
Good for you, Christina, for working on that. I mean, that's all we can do is like learn that this is who we are. This is what we've done. And now we need to change. And it's a process. It's not going to be a black and white, like start and stop.
I feel like, the best way to help with those kinds of things is I guess I don't want to phrase it like that. I'm fortunate because I have really good girlfriends. And so most of the time we're sharing with each other about what's going on. And so we have good sounding boards. and people around to be all, what? Wait,
Mhm.
what? You know, that doesn't sound right? And even if we don't take it in the moment, it's being said, you know what I mean? We're being held to certain standards to a certain degree by our friends, even though
Well, and
they'll
I feel like
usually put up with
it
it
sounds
for
like
a
there's a
while.
safety
But
net. Like you can say it without like being called an asshole, right?
yeah,
Because
and the
we're
danger
friends.
of not
Like I'm gonna call
having
you out
that,
on it, and I love you.
the danger of not having that is that you can easily fall into ignoring all the red flags and letting yourself be manipulated if you are let's say if you are dealing with somebody who's shitty, like a narcissist and shit. That's the most dangerous thing for a person, is to not have other people around if they are dating or
Yep.
with a narcissist,
Yep.
because they actively try to remove the people around you, because
Yeah, they
those are
want to
the
isolate
people
you.
who point out their shit, right? So like, I know I have certain friends that she goes quiet, and I know why she's quiet. She don't want to look into this mirror today. When she's ready to look in the mirror, she'll give me a call. And I will be the mirror, and I will remind her of all the things she seems to have forgotten about. Because she has a knack for actually forgetting. She's like, forgive and forget. And she actually forgets, it seems. And then she's all, oh my God. Like, speaking of like an ex of hers, she'd be like, oh my God, he said the meanest thing to me. He's never said anything so mean to me. I'm like, really? Because one time, remember when he said this? And she's like, oh my God, I forgot about that. I'm like, oh, really? Because do you remember when he said this? Oh my God, I forgot about this. And how about this one? Do you remember this one? What about this? Do you remember this? And then she's like, oh my God, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, for you, it's a new day. I'm on a hamster wheel with you, bitch. Like, I've heard this 100 fucking times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, it's dangerous to not have the people in your life that can say that shit to you when you need to hear it.
It honestly, it genuinely is, speaking from experience. And I've been on the receiving end of not having friends or anybody supporting me when I've been in those situations. And it sucks. And then shit happens.
Yeah, I
Bad
mean,
shit happens.
yeah, it's no good to be, and I don't know. Christina was laughing at me earlier for saying that they said, like, consider me like the breakup friend, because I was like, it would be like either they would have just broken up with someone and then we'd meet, or we'd meet and then they'd break up with her. Not because of me, just the way it worked out. And it was just like, I was a girl who was like, I got a text from someone. She's like, oh my God, I broke up with my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You get to start a whole new life. You can do literally anything you want from here on out. And I know I've said that before, and I probably said it on one of my other lives because I remember saying it, but it's true. That's the kind of person I am. I'm all, oh, girl, that sucks. But yay.
Yeah.
I'm single too. I want everyone to be single, so you hang out with me instead.
Yeah. So Christina just said, absolutely, having friends to let you know things that you don't see is so important. I was completely isolated. My friends were his friends. I don't know what is GFS?
We're his friends' girlfriends.
Oh, his friends' girlfriends.
Right. So like
Yeah.
couple friends. Yeah. Yeah. Not the same either. Unless you happen to get lucky enough that those girls were like girls. Like if it was me, it wouldn't matter if I was the girlfriend of the friend of the guy. I would fucking still be all, girl. You know what I mean? Because that's just me. But yeah, it's so important. And it's also important, like I did that one after dark where we were talking about the girl being needy. Angels, you did that one with me where we were talking about, is this girl needy because she was like, he does, why don't you want to see me after he'd been gone all weekend and all that? And I'm like, she needs some friends, because if she had girlfriends that she wasn't afraid to talk to. What you do is you don't send that message to the boy. You call your friend first and you fucking talk to her and you yell at her and you say, this motherfucker, this motherfucker, this motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And then your friend says, yes, 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 he's a motherfucker. Yes, he's a motherfucker. But by the way, maybe you don't want to say that because that's going to look like this. And did you think about this? And what about this? And like, then you like, oh, and they bring you down from your fucking rage and they bring you down and you talk it out and you've spent your time yelling at them and then you don't go yell at the guy. You deal with the guy like a normal human so you don't look crazy. That's the benefit here, right? Like, oh, maybe you shouldn't say that. What's a better way we could maybe say that? You know? That's why that one guy who didn't want to be friends with my friends, I'm like, that's a no-go for me.
No, that's a red flag. Like,
Nope.
no, fuck that shit.
No, I find when you have to separate the boyfriend from the friends, then you know, yeah, this
It's-
probably isn't going to work. Everybody needs to be able to mingle and get along. And if he starts saying, I don't like that friend, or something happens and you're like, whoa, I think I should just like not have the boyfriend with the friends. Yeah, we're good. As soon as you
that's
start
a huge
super
red flag.
complaining. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not
You
like
know how many females don't understand that? Like, that was me in my late 20s. I had no idea. And it's like, how do you educate or tell other women, especially when you don't have children, to be like, these are things you need to look out for because these are red flags. Like, this is dangerous. This is not okay. How do you tell other people this is not all right? Like, it's because I didn't know any better until, like, literally I got the shit beat out of me. But
It's
like, how do you explain that to other people so it doesn't happen to them?
Well, one of the things I do is I say, so let's just pretend, let's switch places here. Let's you be me and I'll be you. And say I was the one dating this man. What would you tell me? What would your advice be to me as my friend who loves me? And in those moments loves you more than you love your fucking self. What would you say to me if I came to you and I said X, Y, and Z? And if that person is honest, they're going to give you the advice that they need themselves. Because it's way easier to jump in to protect your friend than it is to protect yourself. I know I would beg to think most people are like this, that you're out at the bar with your friend and someone's giving you a hard time and it's like, what the fuck ever. But someone gives your friend or your sister or someone you love a hard time, you're like, what the fuck's up?
Balls to the wall.
You buck up for your friends well more than you would for yourself. Always. So if your friend is honest and you say, what advice would you give me if it was me? They're going to be honest. And if they're lying, you're both going to know they're lying. And that's just as good because you're like, you're lying. And I know you're lying. And you know you're fucking lying. And you're lying because you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think reversing it. I think reversing it is a good idea. Say, what would you do if you were me and I was you? And also they say, like, before you even ask the question, you know the answer.
Facts.
But how do you tell someone, like, because we're all in the same age bracket, right? Like, how do you tell 20-something-year-old you or 20-something-year-old niece, cousin, whatever, check your shit and be careful?
I think it's just having conversations, open dialogue and open conversations, because I don't have any daughters, but I do have my friends' daughters that have, I've had conversations about their boyfriends and about life and things, and And one girl recently just got out of a very toxic relationship, and she definitely isolated during the relationship. She only reached out to me when they were fighting, and then finally when it was over, and she was just like, boy, I had to like realize that this just wasn't right for me and that it was toxic. And she's like, and my health was failing. I kept getting sick, and I couldn't demand for her to leave, but when she did come to me for advice, I said, yeah, this isn't a good situation, but I can't tell you what to do. You have to figure it out for yourself. And unfortunately,
Right.
some of us have to live it out for ourselves to like learn the lesson and feel it deep inside our fucking soul so we don't forget when 20 years later, when we come across that same type of guy,
Yeah.
I forgot. I've dated this kind of guy circa 2005.
Yep.
Hid me in the woods, said my car wasn't running. I had to jump out of a moving vehicle to get away from him and hide and call my friends. I'm hiding in the woods and he's driving by looking for me. And
Scary.
that's a lesson. Never date guys that live in the woods. Okay?
So the lumberjacks.
Right. No,
Um,
all joking aside, I think it is just open dialogue.
It is. And that's a fact that it doesn't mean that person is going to take your advice. It doesn't mean they're going to take whatever advice they would give you if the situation was reversed. Most of the time, at least the first few times, they don't. And as far as a younger person, kind of like what Angels and I did, like as someone my age who's seen all the things that I've seen and lived the things and watched my friends and all the things, you can just about predict how something is going to happen at this point, just like we did, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of do that. You'd be like, okay, we'll just know that probably what's going to happen here is bop, 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 and bop, 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 just so you know.
Right.
Okay, so just prepare yourself and just know. And then when that happens, they're all, oh, fuck. She was right. Yeah,
But
because we've been there.
Have you not been told that in your younger years, this is going to happen and it happened? And you're like, yeah, vafangul. And then as you get older, you're like, oh, damn, now I get it. And I think that's where I'm coming from. Like
so what's the alternative though? Don't give the advice because you don't think they'll take it?
How do you like tell yes to younger female women, whatever, like, please listen, like there's shit you need to pay attention
You
to.
just
like
fucking tell them. You just tell them. It's not up to you as to whether they take your advice or not.
I know. It's
just your job to say it. And whether it rings in their head 2 weeks later, 10 weeks later, 10 years later, at least you fucking said it.
I know.
The seed will be planted if you say it. It'll never be fucking planted if you don't say it.
You gotta say it.
It's just it's so frustrating that like we've been through like so many things and like offering your experiences and whatever, and it's just like, I don't know, snow on a car being pushed off, like it doesn't matter. And it's sad because it's I don't know, it's frustrating. I wish I would have had more of that when I was younger. Would I have listened? Maybe not, but it would have been in the back of my head. But I never had that. Like I had to learn all of it on my own. And I think that's the part that's frustrating is there's so many people who don't get those opportunities, and I wish they would. I don't know. Kynny, you're laughing at something. What are you laughing
I'm laughing at Christina. I was saying I see you because she's got comments up here, and I wanted her to know I see her, but then she was like, yeah.
And I'm honestly like I'm projecting at this point because I wish I would have had exposure to stuff that I didn't have.
Christina asked, do you think that can have adverse reactions then because you hear mostly the bad things? And she did also say, yes, it's much easier to protect your friends than yourself.
100%.
And that she doesn't think she would have listened, to be honest. and that's very valid.
I agree.
My
And it,
my bestie has a daughter who's mid-20s. shit, she might be fucking 30 by now. Oh fuck. Um holy shit, she might be 30 by now. Anyways, she is recently going through a separation, and she did have that. She had both me and her mom, and we have had many conversations with her over the years throughout different relationships and situations that she's been in. But it doesn't mean that she didn't have to still experience her own journey. I mean, they're going to have their own journey. You don't have any control over that. You just don't.
correct.
And like us, most of us are going to have to learn for ourselves. Most people don't learn by osmosis. I do. I'm one of those people who does actually learn by watching the people around me and being all, oh yeah, nah. Oh no, not doing that. Oh no, not doing that. But it doesn't mean that I also haven't had my own shit. I mean, just a few of the stories I told tonight is a picture that I've had my own shit, that I've done stupid shit that I knew was stupid, and that I put up with shit that I knew was suspect. Luckily for me, none of those were actual long-term relationships or real relationships or of any real length of time. I don't generally stick too long before I'm all no. But you just give the advice. You give the advice and you say, listen, I know that you're not going to understand this, and maybe, you think I'm crazy, or you just think I'm being whatever, but I'm going to say this to you anyways. And you do with it what you need to, and you call on it later if you need to.
Right.
That's the best you can do.
And I guess I wish I had more of that myself. Like, I've definitely, like you said, I've learned through osmosis, thanks to my stepsister, as far as like what not to do. But I've always been like super good. So I've never had guidance as far as other things. I've always been good. But you also just don't learn certain things. And I just wish like certain things should just be taught across the board. I don't even
never
know.
Learn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I got some friends in my orbit right now that I love dearly. Should you see this at any point, I love you so much, but I do wonder if they're going to learn. Like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
But everybody has their journey, and you know what I mean? You just do your best to support them, but also if it gets to the point where you can't support it anymore, you have to honor that too.
Right. And you make a decision. You stick with it and oblige, or you walk away.
Yeah, like if my friend is in an abusive relationship and has been for a really long time, like at some point I'm probably going to have to step back, because for my own personal emotional well-being, because I take that shit on. Like,
yeah,
my friend was having a problem with this guy one time, and I was having so much of my own fucking anxiety. I was upset all the fucking time. It was like I was in the relationship, and I had to be like, I need to take a break. You know what I mean? I gotta, you do you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But that's what empaths do. It's like
I
they
gotta get out of here.
What's going on with people around them. They take it in 100%.
Yeah, you do. You take it on. And so, at certain points, you also have to set your own boundaries, and that's why I've said before that I've told friends in my life, listen, we're reaching that point in your journey. We're reaching that point in your journey where I'm like, I don't have anything left for you. You can call me and you can talk at me, but I'm not probably going to have anything left to say back to you. I've literally said everything I can. At this point, I got nothing. Yeah. Christina says, I have a bracelet I wear and never take off that says trust the journey. My boss gave it to me like 6 or 7 years ago and I never take it off. I love that.
Wait, is that the 6'7"? Is that the joke? 6'7"?
No, I don't think she was making that joke. I don't
No,
even
no.
understand
Is
that
not
joke.
like 6'7"?
I know there's a joke about 6'7", but I don't think she was
Yes.
making a joke.
No, I don't think she was doing that, but is that not the thing, like 6'7"? Which is
They also got me one for They
but-
also got me one for Christmas that says fuck off in Morse code that I wear all the time. That's about how you would say it too, Christina. If you were gonna say it, you would put it in Morse code.
I need fuck off in Morse code for a bracelet as well. Damn.
Yeah, I don't need Morse code. You guys, so a couple days ago after Blake lost her motion for sanctions, I went on my Twix page, which is said I haven't been on there, and if I have, I've only been posting about my channel. And I fucking made a post about, ha, stupid bitch, you lost your shit. Get used to that feeling. Fucking Bama, 300 likes. I was like, oh, people missed me and my fuck yous. Chateau even said, he's, oh man, I missed your posts. I'm like, I know, but I just can't live there anymore. But I can come on here once in a while and run my mouth. As long as I don't live in it, I'm okay. But yeah, I had to get on there and talk some shit about, haha, stupid. Get used to that feeling, loser.
It was time. It was time for you to vent. It was time.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there's a lot more of that to come.
100% Angel, yes. Do you guys think, like, where do you think these things are going to go with Lyman as far as dismissed or not? Thoughts?
Gil snuck in. Hi. He would show up. Have you been lurking and waiting for us to bring up Blake and Ryan or Blake and the case? Rosa says Yarn and Order did, and I think a couple other think Lyman is going to drop a bunch of stuff later Monday. I know, tomorrow, Monday, right?
Yeah, but like, do you think he's gonna dismiss stuff, or like, what do you think he's gonna dismiss versus go through?
I do think he will.
What do you think he's gonna dismiss though? Because there's a lot of components.
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you all the shit he has on his desk to look at. I'm not that well kept with things, and I've taken a serious step back. So, but you know, I have learned my lesson about wishing for lots of things to happen at one time, because I got real excited about the fucking unsealing, and then it like sent me screaming and running for the hills. So, Gil says,
go ahead.
Oh, he wanders in late just cause. Gil, you did miss all the drama. I was ranting my ass off earlier. Gil says, sadly, I have the same glasses as Michelle. Looks like I need to swap to my red pair. You guys are twinsies?
These aren't even my readers. These are my glasses until I get my new ones. But I'm glad they're similar.
Oh yeah, Roses, you are up late for you. Well, you and Michelle both. You late. We got you guys up at past midnight.
It's like almost 1:30, but whatever. I don't have to be up early tomorrow. But
Christina says my guess is Thursday. Michelle says Friday. Michelle
is
M.
that Michelle Moulton?
I bet.
Who's the Michelle saying that?
Gil's in the future. It's 3:30 in the afternoon tomorrow.
Yeah, well, he's in like Australia or something. So
they're still finding stuff hitting the docket that's new basically every day.
Mm-hmm.
What's the old saying? If wishes,
God damn it.
What's the if wishes where real beggars would ride? I don't understand. Oh, from unsealing so they can read new stuff. Oh.
Yeah. So Christina's saying it is Michelle Moulton or that Michelle.
I am trying to emotionally prepare myself for things starting to move forward again. I think I'm in a good spot, and I think I learned my lesson about getting too deep into it. But I also think we are on the side of this case finally where I hope it'll be a little bit less triggering and a little bit more victory. I was thinking the other day about way back, Christine, I don't know if you were there, but way back last year, it was around the time that Lyman dismissed all Justin's shit. And we were all really like, oh fuck, and we had like a little like Zoom call where we did like a Baha'i prayer and like did some shit. And I pulled a oracle card, and the oracle card that came out was illumination. And I was like, oh guys, look, like it's going to be okay. Everything's going to come to light. And it did. Like it illuminated all over the place. It like puked illumination everywhere. Like, boy, did the stuff come to light. Like, wow.
But okay, so like what's Blake complaints? It's the sexual harassment and the smear campaign. Those are two big ones. Right?
Yes.
Like, do you think either or both of those are going to be dismissed? Because can a component of either of them be dismissed? Like, I'm not up on all of that. And I don't know if maybe anybody else is, but I'm very curious because Lyman seems to not be as much pro Blake, but I'm still not buying it, to be honest.
So, Rosa says, I think Lyman is going to trigger me and send me into a fury in some way, somehow. That's how it usually goes for me. Yes, I agree. But he didn't do that just a couple days ago. Instead, he did something that I got to go on and be all, ha ha, stupid, you lost. So that was a good feeling. We could let's try to manifest good things, Roses. Come on now. Let's manifest. Let's think about what we do want. I know you've been watching my readings, unless you haven't been listening. The key words here are what we do want. We talk about what we do want. Christina says they're going to fight about what can and cannot be used in trial.
We've been doing that already, I think, right? Am I missing something?
Christina also said it's going to get a little wild again coming up. Okay. Gail says, Roses, I expect it's going to be win some, lose some. Valid, probably will be. I don't like any losses. I don't want any fucking losses. Okay. We're thinking curious wins.
Wayfair is going to get for wins.
We want wins on our side. Roses said she agrees, but he shouldn't be siding with Blake or anything given the evidence. Agreed. I don't think he's going to. I think in all this time that it's been quiet, I think he's been catching up with the filings. Like, don't you guys think the sheer number of fucking filings that this bitch put on his desk to have to go over would be enough to annoy the motherfucker out of him?
You mean the 554,000 filings?
1,000 something. Like, I would be fucking furious. Christina's okay. It's hard to read that screen. I think Christina says, I think it is awesome they waited to gut her case by not filing a motion to dismiss. Roses, I don't think she has an SH case, and I don't think she has a smear, but I can see him letting in rebel stuff against Jed, who's not even in this case, try to make a case against Justin. I don't see how they can. I don't understand how someone who is not Justin does something somewhere else has nothing to fucking do with him is relevant.
Yeah. But even like Judd with Justin and whatever, and Judd with Rebel, two completely different cases. You can't pull one into the other unless they're related. In my legal opinion,
I
although
would
I'm not a
think
lawyer.
so. I would think so. And besides, Judd's not on fucking trial here.
Agreed.
Let's see. When he denied her sanctions, the Blake trolls came to fight with me on Reddit to try and ruin my day.
Oh my God.
Dude, they can ruin your day. I had one hit my post that I posted. I was like, man, I haven't been on here in weeks, and I make one post, and look at you guys just come running over here. And then I read them for filth, gave them a big fuck you meme, and asked if they could understand it, and then blocked them.
Roses, I need to know where on Reddit you are, and I will come to bat, and let's go fight. Game on. I can let me be in a mood, and I will. Yeah, game on is all I'm gonna say.
Christina said, Roses, the celeb lawsuit one is insane. They are all pro Blake. And then Christina did agree. He has to be irritated with her over the number of papers, filings. I think of them as papers in my mind. I just imagine a stack of fucking papers on his desk. I also, when I made my post, I put up my picture that I made of Blake in court crying in her floral suit that they bled her dry and she still lost anyways. Because I'm manifesting for you, bitch.
Oh, she's going to cry no matter what. Her shit gets dismissed. She's going to cry like, oh, I'm a victim of
Christina
whatever.
says she doesn't think they can bring it in. That's why they leaked it. Makes sense. Roses said yes, especially if he's looking at all the dockets because there is around 20 total for this case. Damn. Gina. My friend who passed, her name was Cassie. You guys are old enough that you probably remember Martin, the show Martin, and he'd be all, damn, Gina. And my friend Cassie would always be all, damn, Gina. I'm like, bitch, that is not how you say it. You are accenting the wrong part of the fucking name, dude. You just be like, damn, Gina. And not damn, Gina. Like, it's so stupid. Miss you, Cass. Love you, bitch. Funny shit. Anyways, sorry. I got some squirrel. Let's see. Rosa says, exactly, Kynny, they shouldn't let that chit in. But I can see Lyman doing that since he let Blake have Jed's client list and information about all his clients and what he did for them after he was already dismissed. Valid. I missed something. Oh, you're not saying that they leaked it. Allegedly. Oh, we lost Michelle. I bet her laptop died.
Man, I'm still here.
We are 3 hours and 7 minutes in.
Oh, well, maybe we should wrap it up. Oh my goodness, it's like midnight in some places.
Oh, it's past that. Roses is in tomorrow. Because the other, let's see, Rosa says, Michelle's not here to hear this. I'm usually it ends with lawsuits. Scary. I don't do Reddit. It's too much for me. Because the thing about Reddit is I get in trouble on Reddit a lot because I can't follow the guidelines. I get too mad. I'm like, you're a bunch of fucking idiots. Can't talk like that on Reddit.
I just keep forgetting I made a Reddit account.
Yeah, that's why I like X, because I can use all the by the words. I learned a new word in my Oracle reading the other day. I was saying how I didn't like to call words cuss words, curse words, bad words, because I don't think they should have that kind of a name. And then I'm like, they're explicitives. That's what they're called, explicitives. Explicitive isn't a word. Or if it is, it's not the right word. The right word is expletive.
Oh,
Yeah,
expletive.
I learned that. So that's fun. So all the expletives on X, I can say all the expletives there. Roses says, because the other ones, when they see you defending Justin in there or Team Baldoni, they insta ban you anyways from their subs when they talk shit about everyone and spread their lies. Gil says, you've never heard of the show? Well, you are an Aussie, so I mean, maybe there's an Australian version called something else. Roses, you still got stalkers watching. Stalkers, stop watching. Stop watching. We're not talking about you. We're talking about Blake and Ryan and Justin now, okay? Christina never gets off YouTube, so she's never seen anything else in her whole life. She's been on YouTube since she was born. Michelle lost power. Yeah, I figured you did. Rosa said, that's a question for you, Angels. I'm not going to read it out loud. Oh, she's asking to come back in.
Oh, let me go to where I can see the chat.
Roses and Gelth are in the future. They are.
Sorry. My power literally went out. Like everything went dark and shut down. And then I was trying to get back on. It was super creepy because we don't even have storms.
I actually saw your power. I saw you in the dark all of a sudden, and I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, it like creeped me out because everything just went out. But here I am again.
Well, stay on the phone just in case.
Well, I could text you through my phone, but I couldn't get on through my like iPad or my computer.
The call is coming from inside the house.
That sounds scary.
Do you know what that's from? Somebody out there does.
Something that I don't watch.
One of my favorites. I don't watch that kind of movies anymore because it's too much bad energy for me now, but psychological thrillers and shit like that used to be my jam.
I can't watch horror movies. Give me like real-time true crime stuff. Game on.
That seems silly to me. That's silly. You'd rather know about real shit that happens, but you're scared of fake stuff?
Yep.
How does that make sense?
Because I can learn from the real shit.
Okay.
It's yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense, but it's a learning.
Yes, thing. Roses. Yes.
What?
When a stranger calls. The original. The original one. I did watch the newer one, but it wasn't good like the old one. Do you guys remember When the Hand Rocks the Cradle? Good movie. Well, yes, Roses, when a stranger calls back. I knew someone would know. Let's see. Roses says,
oh my God.
No, it was from A Stranger Calls. You got it. Ask the Gen Z people that are trying to cancel Scream 6.
Is that how
many sequels do you fucking need to a movie? They always go overboard with sequels, in my opinion. Like, do they really get better?
No, I think Gen Zs are just trying to be. They're just turds. They haven't like lived, and they're trying to be correct. Is what I'm getting.
Christina agrees with you. She will watch true crime all day over scary movies. You don't watch true crime. You watch YouTube.
Who? Me?
Christina.
Oh,
she doesn't watch true crime unless it's on YouTube.
YouTube or Prime Video. Game on.
She watches true crime if the people she's modding for happens to be covering it, like DFJ. That's it. All right. Angels, we're gonna let you go. Thank you for coming and telling the story. She'll be in the chat, but we're over talking her anyway. She can't get a word in edgewise.
Oh my God.
Um,
Angels, chime in,
let's
please.
see.
Am I like over talking? I don't like to do that.
No, I was just being silly. She
Oh
just
my
wants to
God.
go.
Like,
She's
there's
just ready to
people
get off
pleasing
of here.
me. Stop it. I don't want to
Um,
overtalk people.
Let's see. Roses. Christina, there's true crime stuff on Reddit.
There is.
That
could be a whole thing as well. Not even I'm an asshole, but it could be total true crime.
Christina, when you say they're making fun of every stereotype, are you still talking about the Scream movies? Rosa says, I read a story in the Creepy Encounter sub the other day and it gave me bad anxiety. Ooh, it was scary. Hey, I have that one pinned for After Dark. You should send me those. If you see a good one.
Is that like legit like true crime stuff or just like Freddy Krueger kind of stuff?
The Creepy Encounters one is, I think that's the one where I got that one dating story I talked about where the girl thought the guy was trying to drug her drink and he was trying to make her ride in his car. I think that was a Creepy Encounters. Yeah, okay. That's good to make fun of stereotypes because stereotypes are stupid.
They are.
Sometimes they're like, I feel like they perpetuate themselves, stereotypes. It's like if you keep telling somebody they're like something, then they become like that kind of a thing.
I mean, there is a certain aspect that people fit stereotypes. It's not everybody, but it's like stereotypes fit multiple people. It's not wrong. It's just when you assume everybody's like that, that's the wrong thing. I mean, shit, Americans, we're known as assholes and we don't eat anything other than fast food and we're rude and arrogant and...
I was going to say, did you say we're known as?
Yes.
Are, I would say.
I mean, we have...
we are known as that.
Those from the United States.
I wouldn't use past tense.
We apparently have a very bad reputation of like eating like shit and not being like cultured and being rude and this and that. And like, I get pissed because I'm like, I'm not like that, but that's a stereotype for us.
I've been sitting here staring at dude's face. It's been on my computer this whole time. I think, she did go live.
Who went live?
Bachi. She finally did go live. That's funny.
Now?
Sorry. It looks like she's live now. She tried to go live earlier and I was all, no.
Yeah, because we were talking about that.
Why does this always happen to me every single time?
Oh, I know. Every time you want to go live, somebody it's like her.
I don't think you can post the link, Roses. It won't let you post the link in there.
Who's the other one? DFJ.
What? Oh yeah. Usually it's Cassidy, but
Cassidy. Yep.
You can send it to my you can forward it to my email if you're willing. It's and I'll check it out.
What is this for?
Oh, it's her Creepy Encounters.
Okay.
Christina's gonna have to go because she has to mod. She's gonna be sleep modding. It's an hour past her bedtime already.
Well,
that's okay. I mean, we've been going,
right?
We've been going for a long time, and I could probably call it a night. We've definitely. This is going to be a fun one. I have 3 hours plus to go through.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
This has been fun.
But I will be interested to see what I look like when I am Zactivated. Somebody's gonna have to tell Zach I got Zactivated and I needed his sign.
Oh my God.
Kynnyvated. No, this doesn't flow like
Does that go
Vixenvated. Vixevated.
Is he live every day like Donna, or is it certain days? Like I don't
No, he is every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So well, I guess it's time to ramp her on up and I'll jump in and see what they're talking. It's actually past I usually go to bed at 10 these days too.
Oh shit. I'm up late and
Yeah, you are.
I guess I'll
Thank
pop
you
up
for coming.
Oh, you're
Thank you
welcome.
for coming and chatting with me because I got stood up
No
at
problem.
first.
Angels, I know you're not on like right now. Hopefully if you're in the chat or we'll watch it later, but
Yes, Angels.
Fun
Good talking
to,
with you. Thank you for helping me get activated. I'm glad I could be entertaining. I hope everyone loves that. And maybe some people listen and
they
all
will.
the things. So Christina says she's just going over the undisputed facts thing. See, I don't even know what that is. I'm so out of the loop. I feel that was so weird, but I had to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night and thank you, Angels, and thank you, Michelle. And
Oh,
I'm
love
gonna
you.
try to play my outro this time for the right show because last time I played it for the wrong show.
Oh, wait, can I ask you one thing?
Yes.
The video I sent you of the hippo,
Yes.
can you show that just for shits and giggles?
You
Or is
sent it
that
to my phone, and I'm not on my phone,
okay?
so I wouldn't know how to get to it from my
Okay.
computer.
I think you should show
But
at some point because that is
yes,
hilarious.
Michelle likes to send me a lot of things,
Besides
and
people
we had a long conversation about how I'm not really into shorts very much, but she did send me one that actually made me laugh out loud, and then I had to screen record it for my bestie because she doesn't have Instagram. So I have a recording of it on my phone.
This is the hippo one?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that one of these.
We'll have to do that one of these days.
Everybody, thank you for coming. Christina, love you. Roses, love you. Roses is my diehard. She shows up for everything I do because she loves me. And Angels, thank you. And Gail, thank you if you're still here. And to all the trolls, have a great night, motherfuckers.
Love y'all.
Michelle, one
Yes.
thing. Do not hang up yet. Because if you exit, it fucks up my thing on the back end. So you hold tight, okay?
I'm gonna you let me
You
know
hold tight for a hot second. I'm gonna hide you and I'm gonna hide me and I'm gonna play my outro and good night.
There we go.
Kynny After Dark.